Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
Hello. What is up? Hello. Can you hear me?
Yep. Just a second. All right, somebody say something.
Hello.
Hey, we got it. How's everybody doing?
I'm doing well. I'm good.
Good, good. All right, before we begin, I just want to throw out there, I'm trying an experiment. Had much different people ask about playing some older editions of D&D, Advanced D&D, second edition, first and second edition. So, if anybody you're interested in trying that out, we're going to be doing a game on Wednesdays. Link in the game openings channel if you're interested.
Tomb of Elemental Evil, right?
Yeah, the classic.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. We'll see if there's any actual interest or if people are just blowing smoke up my ass. But we'll see. So I did have one guy sign up that had been asking about it, so we'll see. All right. So, Andy, did you happen to find that setting? But did it let you change it at all?
I wasn't. So I did find the setting that you were talking about. I wasn't quite. So my settings kind of looked at like what your settings already looked like on there.
Okay.
You know, I appreciate the effort. I spent some time Googling trying to find any answers to this, and I couldn't figure it out that way.
Yeah, it's going to be based on the extension that it uses, which is pretty narrow. So the only place you're going to find information on it probably, or that either one of us is on the developer's Discord. But I'll look into it further.
It's really not a huge deal.
I know, but if you're having it, somebody else is going to have it too, and it's very handy to have that little notification.
I just saw Tony had it, so it was kind of one of those things where it was like.
And I paid for the extension too, so I want to get my value out of it. All right, any other housekeeping?
I do not have Sanctuary anymore in this because I did attack someone it never removed.
Okay, that's easy enough to get rid of.
And I guess officially, if Orc 25 attacks me, I still have shield. But beyond that, I think that's it for me.
Yes, you did actually. So let me put that back on you. I took it off to test and see if it would trigger. So
yeah, I saw. I was appreciative of the effort, but
yeah. All right. Well, we'll see if we can't. I'm making a note here to check with the developer. The great thing about one of the great things about Fantasy Grounds, much like Foundry, Tony, is that the developer community is very active, and I've just really discovered in the last 3 months that they're very responsive to fixing things. And for 2 years, I've had stuff break and just get frustrated, not really sure where to go. And turns out it's just the extension developers are like, oh yeah, here's the problem. Bing. I just pushed the update, and then it works. So
one time for one of the Foundry modules, I supported the developer on Patreon, and then I had an issue, and he's like, let me just hop on a call, and hopped on a video call, shared my screen, he's fixing the problems for me.
Well, yeah, I mean,
That's
in
amazing.
the one, I had another. So I was in the one guy's Discord, and I had another developer that follows him or whatever. I'm like, hey, I'm having this issue, and the guy is like, oh, hey, you know what? I have an idea. Can you send me the log? And so I sent him. He's like, oh, he needs to do this, and so he because the guy whose Discord channel it was just wasn't available, right? He was at work or something during the day, or who knows. And anyway, by the time he got back, the other dude had gone all right, hey, Joe, Fred, whatever he was, here's, this is going on. Here's the log. Here's how I would fix it, So it's really kind of interesting. I'm not a programmer at all, so I'm not very at all familiar with sort of how that community works. But I imagine, and I imagine it's certainly outside of gaming even too. There are, developer communities like that with anything, and it's pretty cool. All right, any other housekeeping?
How long
Sure.
do we
Yeah.
wait before we run away?
That's a good question.
How long do we what?
Fight before we run away.
We're fine.
We're
All right.
Listen,
All right, I got probably one more like dual hold person, and I'm saving my other two spell slots to get people back up. So
it is a fairly reliable phenomenon that if until Tony is nervous, there's no reason for anybody else to be nervous. And I say that after having
nervous. I show it. I'm like,
there's no poker face, which
like it's a lot of me like checking spells. And,
you can see furiously trying. All right, so Curio is up and prone. Is that right? That makes sense.
Morticia is deliberately prone.
Right.
Oh, and first session of the month, huh?
Yeah, DM inspiration for everybody.
X.
Oh, it's Curio's turn. Yeah, Curio is cuddling with Morticia in the grass, so he's done.
All right. You may pass your turn. The turn, Curio's turn at your leisure. All right, Orc 25. Oh yeah, Ryan, you with us? Yeah.
Yeah, unconscious.
Your cop Boomer may not be for much longer, but Ryan is. That's good.
Wait,
Well, yeah.
Oh, I was gonna apply disadvantage, but it doesn't matter. So
You want to do it on the next one?
sure.
He's got 2.
All right, Thunder Thump tries to save his friend.
All right. Look at Thunder Thump. What would the other dice have
Way to
been?
go, Thunder Thump.
All right, just 2 attacks. Gimbal.
All right. I am going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, and cast Command through my Fey Touch onto Skull Crusher.
Yep.
And the command is Betray.
All right.
And then I am going to just back up my last 5, because I think that's all the distance this guy has. Yes. All right.
All right. 20. That's me. Upstairs in the that circle's still something nasty, right?
Cloud Kill, yeah.
Yeah.
So he takes some sort of saving throw.
Yep. Drop it on him.
Yeah, I remember us setting this up, and then me. It's on my spells. Yes. We like set it up, and then I didn't end up using it. I'm looking under actions. Didn't we? We had like you called it a critters spells.
Yeah, let's see.
Oh, team spells. Here it is. All right, and Cloud Kill. The start of his turn, he makes a save.
Yep. So there should be. Give us. Tell me the DC that it should be, because I need to set that correctly for this effect.
It is correctly set as 11, I think.
Oh, okay.
So I can drag that on him, right?
So actually, what you want to do is the first one goes on you. The first walking silhouette goes on you. That's your concentration. The second one goes on him. Second silhouette. And then once that second silhouette is on him, I'll just restart his turn and it should trigger.
All right, so this is Flickerthorn is concentrating on it, so the effect is
Gotcha.
on him.
Right. Okay. Perfect. So yeah. So then just the second silhouette onto Orc 20.
All right, I'll put it on him, and I'll put it on
Right.
the other guy too. Or 28.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Second. No. All right. It's not triggering. All right. That's fine. I got you. All right. So he'll take half and, you know what? Screw it. He's going to, 5, 10. He's going to jump. Actually, 15, 20. He's going to jump. Better to have 5d6 of falling damage this round than another 5d8 next round. 5, 10, 15, 20. His speed is 30, so he is not have enough speed to stand. So I'm going to mark him prone, but he will swing his great axe at Lunala. Technically, that should be a straight roll because he's flanking. So, what's that?
But is the Skull Crusher betraying? No,
So betray.
I'm
Command-
kidding.
Command is an action on their turn, right? Oh, he is.
I know. I was just being fun.
It was
Having
fun.
A little bit of fun.
It was fun for anybody watching at home. That's why. Yes, he is betraying, but not until his turn. So let me try that attack again. All right. Any kind of response?
Oh, you're attacking me.
No.
Let me see how I'm doing on spell slots. I need to save some spell slots, so let's. But he was holding a bow. He dropped his bow and pulled out a thing.
No, he's still shooting the bow, but he has disadvantage from being prone anyway, and advantage
Oh,
from
okay.
the ogre.
All right, yeah. So I'll take it.
All right. And then the second attack with the straight roll. Also a straight roll. Look at that.
Oh my god.
All right. Lunala.
Yeah, should have shielded. Yikes. All right. Critical, huh? Took a wild turn.
I think what that means, everybody, is maybe it is time to start thinking about how soon to run.
No,
I gotta wake up first.
we're okay. I will. So, and Boomer is unconscious.
Yes.
Okay.
No. If he's unconscious, you'll see. If you can see their portrait, they're conscious.
I'm unconscious. I was knocked unconscious by some effect
Oh, right.
till the start of
Right.
my next turn, I think. I can
Yeah.
get another Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, that's right. That was
All
the
right.
ogre. The ogre, the Skull Crusher, yeah, because he beat your
Crushed
head in.
my
Skull
skull.
Crush. Skull Crush.
All right. I will. I'm gonna do a booming blade on the Skull Crusher ogre. To the surprise of no one.
Will that mess with the command?
I don't see why it would.
Huh? Okay.
Unless he
Nope.
kills them.
Wait, really?
Really?
Oh my god. It happens sometimes. And then bonus action. I will I'm gonna bonus action Sanctuary myself.
Okay.
Everyone needs to get all the way off my back.
All the way off my back.
All the way off that thing. And Thunder Thump will continue to dodge.
All right, Boomer. You can make a Constitution save at the end of your turn. DC 14.
13. Nope.
Not quite.
Still snoring.
Oh,
Oh man. Oh man. Let's do a. Well, I think we'll do Vicious Mockery to Zulu. And we're gonna do it on. Let's see if I can maybe 16. So it does not. He takes no damage, right?
correct.
Yes, and no halvesies. What do you think, Lunala? Should I throw a heal on you now, or should I wait until to get you up if something bad happens?
Either or. You can heal me now. I don't think I'll go down.
Or should I throw it on?
What am I at? Eight hit points at 8.
Yeah, that's sweet. Let's do. It doesn't. There it is. Well, it ain't.
All right.
But it's honest work.
Yeah. All right. Action bonus action. Okay, that's for her. Skull
All right,
Crusher, do your thing.
Yep, Skull Crush did not recharge, so I wish they would just roll those publicly. I really don't like the fact that some rolls sometimes default to not showing. All right, he's going to go this way, right there. And Thunder Thump gets an opportunity attack if Thunder Thump gets such things.
He's not gonna take it. He's
Okay.
sanctuaried.
And he's going to attack his orc friend, number 20, with the Morning Star.
Unbelievable.
We can't catch a break.
Right?
He only gets one attack.
Yeah. His attacks, especially, they hit real hard.
Yeah, they do.
Yep. All right, Elric. You cast a spell.
Won't save us, Ulrich.
Round 5. All right.
Oh, jeez.
All right. Let's see. He's going to go. Thunder Thump is medium or small? Well, it doesn't matter. Still shooting past. That's all right. Nope. I thought I had him. Flickerthorn.
Flickerthorn chases down this orc. Where are you going? What is the orc set? Yeah, so he's right behind him, stabbing him with the trident.
Okay.
Which I believe he should have advantage, since the cloud kill is falling down the stairs.
What's giving him the advantage?
Cloud kill, the area is heavily obscured, but Flickerthorn has blind sight.
Oh, yeah, then hit advantage when you make his attack.
So
Attacks plural. Attacks.
let me do that. And he 2 attacks, one with his claws and one with his trident. So advantage, claws, attack, miss, trident, attack. Oh, I didn't hold advantage. That hits for that much damage. And that is him.
All right. Orc 28. Let's see.
Makes a save.
Yep. I got it. He will provoke from Flickerthorn going down the stairs.
All right. Gladly. Boom.
All right, so no, I just want him at 0. Why? Okay, well, it doesn't want to let him be at 0, but he is at 0. 40, 50, 55, 60.
I thought you meant hit points. I was excited.
No, elevation. All right, that's as far as he can get. Van.
All right. Van will airmail a long distance love letter to orc number 22.
That's it.
All right. And one more shot.
Another hit.
Sweet. That's it.
Excellent.
All right. 27. Take a shot at Gimbal. No. Guy that just killed us. Oh, that's right. Van's 600 feet away.
Take the shot. Take the shot.
It's only a short bow. It won't reach.
He could try.
Not
Get
with a short
angry.
bow.
Get angry. Come on. You can do it.
If he lays on the ground and pulls it with his feet, throws
Right.
his bag over his head.
There we are.
All right.
Fury of Grumsh. And again.
I will cast shield on that one.
All right. And pop it on, and I'll pass his turn. Curio.
Curio will get up and dodge. So I'm going to take this dodge effect, put it on him. I'm going to take off the prone effect, and he'll move over here and be 15 feet. Wait, he has 40 feet of movement, so
Started
move.
prone.
Yeah. So he can move 20. And that is. Yeah. I like it.
Arc 25. Yeah, I mean, on Boomer. And for good measure, one on Lunala.
Wisdom save.
Yeah, don't matter.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. Gimbal.
Oh wow, already back up to me. All right, I am going to go 5, 10, 15 back. Well, I guess 5, 10, 15 back behind my molded dirt. And I will then do chill touch on this guy, which is a miss. Oh, and just to interact with an item, I'm going to take my good berry and just hold it in my hand.
All right.
And then pass my turn.
All right. 20 is prone, and he will stand using half its speed. Great axe. Oh, sorry, it should have been on Boomer. Still a mess on Boomer. Still a miss on Boomer. Lunala.
All right. Gotta get creative here. Even if it means doing something you probably won't like.
Warning, you will be making death saving throws. Fire it up.
Yeah.
Take them out, man.
I just keep rereading the description of this item that Bob left for the party. All right. Well, you're not gonna like this. You're gonna take it away. Orcs are not native to the Shadowfell. I'm pretty sure. So I'm going to have Orc 25 make a wisdom saving throw as I try to trap him in the flask.
All right. These orcs were born in the Shadowfell. He is native.
Okay. All right, so you don't mind my antics. Eldrick,
I mean, I like the way you think. Don't get me wrong. I'll give you a freebie too. The ogre is as well.
all right. Well, that was my action. Ooh, I have a really good idea. If I didn't know that wouldn't work. But bonus actions, what can I do? I think I have to sanctuary again, otherwise I'm gonna die. But that's my last.
Did
Okay,
you
I got-
do something since then to lose your sanctuary?
Oh, I didn't lose my sanctuary. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. All right, so I will.
You have a healing potion?
You know, I'm usually the confident type that doesn't carry healing potions. I don't see any in my inventory. I definitely have a good berry. So I can pop a good berry.
Unless you all have heard me say it differently, the rules are no different for good berries. The house rule applies only to potions.
Oh, okay.
Now, the disclaimer: if anybody remembers me saying differently, we'll stick with that because I'm really old, and sometimes things get turned around inside my brains. But anyway, continue, please.
I will pass on gaslighting the DM.
So I'll move there. Move Thunder Thump there, and he'll dodge as well. Come on, Boomer, get up.
Come on, Boomer. Con save. DC 14.
Oh, there we go.
There he is. There he is.
Nice.
All right. I will take the unconscious off. Go and pass.
I'm still prone though, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It's end of your turn. So, Morticia.
All right. We're gonna try to see if we can get some of these guys to stop smacking you around. My question is, that's 50 feet. Is there anything blocking my line of sight?
Yeah, I think I pulled those walls because they weren't behaving correctly and because we were using the upstairs.
Yeah.
But now, since we're no longer using the upstairs, let me. So you'll have there. So you can still see him. It looks like probably.
Yeah. It looks like I can still.
But if for an attack roll, you'll be at a -2. have-
It is
you'll have
not.
cover.
This is. I wish to cast a spell that will
All right.
give a saving throw.
right.
Let's pick him and him. He looks like he's most likely to set flanking, and we do not like flanking on our friends. So what do we get there? All right. I will take one. That's fine. Oh. All right. So we have one paralyzed orc. Yes. I have to drag things, don't I?
Nope, you got him, I think.
Did it work?
Yep.
Yes. Okay. I have concentration. Okay. This action. That was a level spell. I don't have any more bardic things. I think that is all I can do there. This little bush over here,
Mm-hmm.
that doesn't have height, does it? If I lie down behind that bush, will that do anything for me?
If you're prone behind it, sure.
Yeah, get up, walk, half her speed,
Yep.
and then lie back down. I'm like,
I mean, from that angle, maybe not, but like, if you move 5 more feet on your next turn, then you'll
I'm
have
more
full,
worried
you'll
about,
have full cover.
I'm more worried about, I don't know if I to him. I'm worried about the one on the wall because I think that gives me better cover from the one on the wall.
Got you. Yeah, I'll say that would. Yeah, I'd say give you full cover, sure.
If the other ones in there decide they're gonna pick on the crazy goth lady lying down by the then you know what? I'll and then with disadvantage, that's fine. They can do that. Up to them. The mule. Mr. Skull Crusher is very stubborn about not being spelled.
All right. Skull Crush did not recharge. Thunder Thump says Sanctuary. He doesn't have Sanctuary on him anymore, does he?
He does.
He does. All right.
He has not attacked or cast a spell.
All right. That's fine. Check it in. Does Lunala have Sanctuary currently?
She does.
All right. Smart enough to know that he's not very wise. So he will squeeze through, come around here. Lunala will have an opportunity to attack if she wants it.
No.
And Boomer. All right, Elric. Round 6. He looks really tense. All right, Skull Crusher Ogre. He'll. Let's see. Has he used his? Yeah, it's getting desperate. He thinks.
Didn't he just attack me?
Elric is up.
Oh.
Elric's trying to decide what to do.
Yeah, so you still have cause for concern, so.
Yeah. Probably more so.
You're fine. I rolled a 17. Firebolt at Skull Crusher Ogre, I think. Oh, a miss.
Yes.
All right. Lickathon.
So the cloud kill, we can probably consider it dispersed, right? Like it's coming down the stairwell, but like probably not covering the whole room anymore, right?
Yeah, I would say it. I mean, it would still more or less be up there. Well, it moves 10 feet away from you. I guess, where were you when you cast it? I don't remember.
On the roof.
Yeah. So it would technically, it'd probably be over there somewhere. Or,
I just don't really. I don't really want to bother.
No, you're good. You're good.
With trying to reorient myself to aim the cloud kill.
Right.
But what I can do, Flickathon can try to kill this guy. He loves killing.
Keeping in mind you're 40 feet in the air.
No, he came down the stairs after him.
He hasn't had a turn since Orc 28 went down. You were at 40 with him. Orc 28 had a turn. Orc 28 moved away from him, had an opportunity. Flickerthorn had an opportunity attack.
Right, so now Flickerthorn approaches Orc 28 and attacks.
Got right. All I'm saying is make sure you're counting the squares to go down. That's all I was getting at. Does he have right? Orc 28 had to dash to get there. Flickerthorn has a 40-foot speed.
Oh.
Flickerthorn was 40 feet in the air. I see where confusion is. So he can get there. He's got a dash to do it.
All right. Yeah.
Only because he's going down a stairwell. He's not. Right. It's not. Yeah. Okay. You follow.
Sure.
All right.
So he dashed to get there. I'm gonna lose concentration on Cloud Kill for simplicity's sake.
All right. Orc 28 on Flickerthorn. Great axe. And again.
Hey.
Oh.
Feast or famine. Son of a bitch. All right. Van.
Okay. The Skull Crusher Ogre is not under anybody's control anymore. Is that correct?
Yeah, it was just a one round thing.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me.
So is he attacking the party again?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right. I'll target him. One more time. And move 30 feet closer.
All right.
If you can make that change to the.
Yep. So all you got to do is hover over your token, and then use your mouse wheel, and hold down the Alt key, and you can adjust your.
All right. And that's it.
All right. 27. Fire at Elric. Who will shield? Fire again. Down he goes.
Well, that's something.
That's something at least. The
Tides are
tide has
turning.
turned in our favor. Curio.
Alright, 10, 20, 30. So Curio, 10, 20, 30, 40 can get here. Just sort of, I actually think I want Curio above Boomer. So 5 feet right above Boomer's head.
Okay.
And dodging.
All right, for targeting purposes, I'm going to off-center Curio. And Orc 25. Swing his great axe at this.
Orc
Whatever.
25 is paralyzed.
Yeah, I knew that. That's why he didn't have advantage when I had advantage. Gimbal.
Quick question.
Yeah.
If I have a spell with a range of 60 and it's a concentration, do I have to stay in that range the whole time, or is it I have to go in? Okay.
Nope.
Then I am going to come out here, target this guy, and I'm going to use my old standfire, create bonfire,
All right.
which
He auto fails because he is howling.
nice. All right, and then I am ducking back behind my mound o' dirt.
Yep.
And that is
Orc 20.
targeting the little known spell Orc Barbecue.
It's a combo.
Yes.
Why does it all of a sudden say he's 50 feet in the air? He's not 50 feet in the air. Why can't I reset to 5 feet? All right, well. All right, we'll go Great Axe on Boomer. Actually, he's going to go ahead and start with this funky, this funky flying thing. Why is there a cat with wings in the Shadowfell? This makes no sense. We don't like your kind here.
Oh, poor cat. But I felt that served a purpose.
Took one hit away from Boomer. Well, it wouldn't have been a hit on Boomer, but That one will, though.
I'm gonna use my DM inspiration. There we go.
Gotta be kidding me. All right. Well,
All right. It's really messing up a lot of my plans here. I am going to. We got to get a little aggressive here. I'm going to move here. Provoking. Does the Skullcrusher Ogre have reach?
no.
Oh, better yet. Yeah, I got to do some maneuvering here. And the fact that 25 is held, right? Those are auto crits. I can't waste that. Can't waste that. So I'm going to move through Boomer over here. I guess provoking opportunity attacks from the Ogre and the Orc. The Ogre makes with disadvantage.
All right, misses anyway.
Doesn't matter.
And then the Orc.
Wisdom save though.
Oh. Nope.
All right. And then we're going to do a booming blade on Orc 25.
All right.
Which I don't even have to roll. It's just a crit, right?
Is it auto hit when you're paralyzed? I know if it hits, it's a crit. I don't think it's auto hit
Oh, you're right. It's
because
not
of, because of
auto-hit.
yeah because of you have advantage, but like because of natural armor and such.
All right. Man, it would have to be. All right. Okay. I saw a 3 and a 6 in there. All right. So now, do I hold shift when I drag the damage?
It should auto. It should know.
All right. So
All right, try it. And if it doesn't, then
it didn't.
Is he still listed as paralyzed? Yeah. All right. Yeah, roll 2 more dice for me and I'll give it to him.
All right. So 2. That's some additional manageable damage, and the booming blade damage is also doubled. I'll just drag that on him. All right.
Nice.
And then I'm going to bonus actions. Yeah, let's hold on to that. What is, can you make more map to my left since I may be running over there?
Yeah.
Or there may be an enemy of orcs to my left that I can't see.
There you go.
All right. So assuming it's just open, there's no walls or anything, I'm going to create some more distance. Those 5, 10, 15, 20. I can keep moving this way. Yeah. I think I could keep moving that way. And then Thunder Thump will try to maneuver himself over here. Yeah, he'll be right there. All right.
All right, Boomer.
Okay. I stand up. And I'm going to try and take this damn skull crusher out here. You son of a bitch.
Okay.
I'll use DM Inspiration and let Boomer reroll.
There we go. Okay. And I am going to put a second level smite into him. And use a charge off of the. Oh, it didn't mark it different. Well, supposed to be 196.
Say what?
Oh no, 198. That's right. I'll do this for the hit points I get back. Oh, one. Nice. And then I will cast a first level healing word into myself.
All right.
And I'm done.
Morticia.
We are going to not target this thing. She is going to lean her head off the side of that bush there and look at the Skull Crusher Ogre, and I have not been doing it so far, but I'm going to do it now. She will cast a Vicious Mockery, and what she says is, "Your mother takes up more tiles than a gelatinous cube." She will cast a Vicious Mockery, which is wildly successful. Oh. I should have.
Wait, he saved.
Oh,
Oh, he did?
I might have just moved to here. Just that 5 foot.
I'm very sorry. Can you take the 6 off of him?
Yep.
I get the.
I thought you were being sarcastic.
I should have been. No, I always get the. I always think check means good if I did it, and it doesn't. It's check means good for the person getting the thing on them. So I apologize. Please to take the 6.
No reason to apologize. Every caster does it. Maybe not Tony, but every other caster I've ever had play does it.
I think I did once, and I was so embarrassed. I was like, never again.
He didn't he quit the game. He dropped out of that campaign entirely. No, not really.
Maybe, I don't know.
I don't remember. I don't think so, but.
No one thinks I should use my last spell slot to get Elric up.
No.
Okay, when you say no one, does anyone other than Tony have an opinion?
No.
Hold
I do.
person or bring Elric up.
Yeah, well, I mean, hold person will stay. I have concentration, but yes, I could throw another hold person out, or I could, try to get somebody up.
I mean, I'm for getting somebody up. Just not anybody.
Just not anybody.
No, she will curl up back in her little flowers again. Well, maybe she'll go. You said she could go 5 more feet, so she'll go there.
All right. The ogre. Over 5 feet. Oh, did he recharge? Dang it. Shield bash on Boomer. That'll hit. Try and knock him prone. Nope. Alright, why didn't it have him do a death save? Hold on. Thought I had it set up just a sec. Bear with me. There it goes. Alright. Flickerthorn.
Oh no, our patron is bleeding out.
There's more important things.
Just so you know, Elric disappeared from the map.
This claws.
Really? You should be able to see him.
No, I can't see him either.
Hold on.
There we go.
And then 10, 20. Let's
He's back.
Yep.
just to be sure, there's no like maneuverability around this ogre, right?
Correct. Or the orc. You go above the orc here if you wanted to. You could get that way, but not the ogre, because the ogre is the height of the entrance.
Okay. We're definitely going to Trident Orc 25. So
And hold on your shift key or hit the critical button. There's that down there too.
critical button.
To the left of your dice.
All right, I'll take it. And yeah, I mean, Flickerthorn's gonna stay there and keep up the good fight with Boomer.
All right. Vicious longbow on the Skull Crusher.
That'll miss.
Yikes.
Oh,
All right.
no.
Move 30 feet closer. And that's it.
All right, Orc 27 it is. Firing down. Actually, you know what? Yeah. Fire down at Flickerthorn.
Sure.
And again. Oh, why is he down? Hold on, why do I have... Hold on. Elric is multiplying. He's not dead. Elric is multiplying in the combat tracker.
No,
Let me...
I saw one on the death save.
One of them's bad enough. A whole army of that guy.
All right, Orc 25.
We might as well surrender.
All right, on let's go on Flickerthorn. Will it be flank? No one. You're gonna stand cliff. You're gonna
Wasn't
stand
Orc
cliff.
25 still held?
Probably. And I don't think it's making his save at the end of each turn. That's on me. The automation's not working. So let me give him. What do we have? 1, 2, 3 rounds. 1, 2, 3. All right. So the second one would have actually freed him. So he would be free this round. But it was my goof up, so we're gonna leave him. He is free now, though. Gimble, you're up.
Is he taking damage from my fire?
That he will.
Do this.
That he will actually be smart enough to move 5 feet away. Boomer, he'll get an opportunity attack on him.
Do it. Kill him.
Which guy?
25.
25. That really didn't pay off for him at all, did it?
He's smart enough to walk away from the paladin.
Yeah. Gimble.
All right, I am going to duck out, and that guy's going to be there. So I am going to cast a second level spell, Scorching Ray, on him. So I do it 3 times. It only did it once. Or
You have to do it individually. You get three
Okay.
three beams. Yeah, you get 3 of them.
all right. Well, let me go out and do this the other way then, because that automation didn't work real well, and it took it away. So, all right, 2 more rolls then. Jeez. Oh, how about that? Not a single hit. All right, and then
Hold on. That one was the Rhymes Binding Ice. That
Oh,
third
was
one.
it?
Yeah,
Oh.
so try that again with a Scorching Ray.
sorry, not a single hit.
All right.
What a waste of that second level spell. All right, and then I'm just gonna tuck back in behind my mound of rock and pass.
All right, Orc 20. See if we can't get Boomer down. Great Axe again. Yeah, baby.
I think I have. Do I have silvery barbs on the stack? I do, I think. Hang on.
Well,
Yes, I
the
do.
crit's not going to count, but I don't know how much he hits for, so. Haven't been hit by him
I
since
mean,
last
I
time.
prefer to burn the spell slot for you not to go down than to burn the spell slot to get you back up.
Yeah.
So I will use my last spell slot to silvery barbs that.
All right. Yeah, so the right. The crit damage isn't going to hit you anyway because the
Right. My armor.
yeah. All right. Did I approve that? Did I say you could have that? Oh, that was the damage, not the reroll on the attack. Ignore me. The attack would miss. Put yourself back up to three in the positive, if you would, Boomer. Lunala.
All right. She will go over here and attack this orc with a boom boom blade. Right. All right, and does some booming damage. And
I think think we lost Bob.
We can play without him.
I was literally trying to figure out who dropped. I'm like, going through the characters.
I think that's a worthy quote for the board.
In
What's
this
that?
game, right? Where I closed my Discord was that it was last week, right? That I did that
Yeah.
in this group.
Yeah.
I haven't done it in any other group all week. I haven't done it in any other group in a long time, and I did it for you guys twice in 2 weeks. Anyway, sorry, Lunala.
We had a quote worthy of the board.
Which
Yeah.
one was that?
Corey said, "I think we lost Bob," and Tony said, "We can play without him."
Yeah, just try it.
I think that's I did some damage, and I think that's kind of the extent of what I can do.
All right, Boomer.
Okay, you stupid thing. Time to die, I hope. Oh. We got one guy left. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and use my last smite. Get rid of this guy.
Nice.
Okay.
There he goes.
And then I
Those
get 5
numbers.
back. I'm gonna burn another charge on the sword. Give me 5 back.
Who gave you that? Dang,
You did,
dude.
sir.
That and adamantine armor? Something I don't
No, we're good. You're
call
doing great.
shenanigans.
I'm out of spell slots, though, so I will pass my turn.
We should start a club called All Out of Spell Slots.
See, and all I can think is Air Supply needs to provide a theme song for the group. I'm all out of slots. No spells without them. I appreciate the courtesy laugh, Ryan. I really do.
It was funny, Bob.
All right. All right, Morticia.
Yes.
It's pretty much safe.
He's not wrong.
Assuming Elric doesn't completely kick the dust here.
Did he fail another? Let's see. He didn't.
I mean,
He
he goes
failed one
after me.
and made another one.
He goes after me, so he hasn't.
Oh, he does.
He hasn't rolled it.
There's an evil Elric in there now too. How did? Okay, let's get rid of the evil one.
All right.
Keep
You
the
just kind of
competent.
disguise the fact that Elric's dead. You're like, oh no, that wasn't the real Elric that died. That was the copy.
No, he's got.
Did Van give everyone good berry? Like, I honestly can't remember if.
No,
she got one.
I gave most of them to the people who were wounded, and then I think
Gotcha.
I gave 5 and 5. I think.
Oh, good. I will. I therefore do not now have to feel bad about not like stabilizing him.
I mean, you can take an action and make a medicine check
Yeah.
to stabilize him.
You could take an action and attack an enemy.
Yeah. Let's make sure these guys don't kill all of our friends here. Like that. And then.
There he goes. He failed.
So I didn't know challenge ratings went into the negatives.
Nice.
I have a list. I have a list.
I'm assuming. Yeah.
I am not that creative. Let me see here. All right, so he's still up, but he gets this doohickey. Excellent. No bonus actions for now. She's gonna stay prone behind that, by that bush there.
All right, Elric makes a death save. Flickerthorn.
Flickerthorn will turn around, point his trident at this orc. You! I see you! And teleport up there.
No, he was going to start throwing crates down the stairs and whatnot, trying to hide up there. For real, for real. Man, you're up.
All right.
You can't hide.
Can I hit Orc 20 without any kind of disadvantage?
Oh yeah.
All right. I need to target first. It's just longbow.
That'll hit.
All right, and move it to the remaining one. Is that the last one?
It
You can
is.
see?
It is.
And I'll move 30 feet closer, or yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And then that's it.
All right, Orc 27. Gonna move here and here. He cannot be seen by those of you who are. Actually, won't be able to be seen by anybody because he's up on the second level. All right, but other than Flickerthorn. So you know what? Actually, he's going to disengage as his action. Gonna go here, grab a crate as his object interaction, and drop it down the stairs. Just one. All right, Gimbal.
I'm sorry, Tony. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
No, don't do it.
I'm really concerned what happens if he dies. And I'm gonna administer my lone goodberry.
All right.
Good on ya. Good on ya.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. So I just give him one. Go.
Oh, sorry.
Lunala.
All right, well, she'll start dashing. 10, 20, 30, 40. She's moved 40. She has another 20 left. How high can she get up the stairs?
Well, move the rest of the way to the stairs, and then whatever movement you have left goes vertical.
So up 10 feet. Look good to you?
Yep.
All right, and she'll bonus action have Thunder Thump dash as well. 10, 20, 30, 40. And he can make it up like 35 up the stairs.
Counting Lunala as difficult terrain.
Yeah.
All right.
And
Boomer.
Okay, I am going to move 10, 25, 30. And then I'm going to use, I've got a scroll of Cure Wounds.
All right.
I'm going to use that on myself.
All right.
I am done.
Morticia.
Sorry, I muted myself. Morticia will. How do I? Oh shoot. I can take off prone condition. Was that in the combat tracker? Where was that again?
It's in the. I got you though. It's in the. You can take it off in the combat track, but I got you. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Where would I? So 5, 10. She can only go 15 if she's getting up from prone, right? It takes half her action to get back up.
Yep. Have her speed.
Half. Well, she will go that far. I do have that free Misty Step. I can do that.
Could be up top. You are within range. Or it's 30, right?
Yeah,
not up top.
I don't think I
Not
can.
up top. Yeah. Never mind. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Or
think it's
me.
too far. I think I can only go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, it'll get me there. As she passes Elric, she goes, I was lying down too. You had the right idea. It's so lovely out here. But I think they need us, so you gotta go. And that's action, bonus action. Yeah, that's well, technically she can use her action to dash, right?
Which you just did, right?
No, that was I used my free Misty Step.
Oh yeah. Now you have your. Yes. Sorry.
Yeah.
Right. Yes. Now you could.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Gets me to there. I'm downstairs, but yes, that's all she can do.
All right. Elric will stand. And he will dash as well. Flickerthorn.
I'm just gonna try. Let's just try grappling the orc.
All right.
So it's not gonna work.
Nope.
It could have worked. There was a
Could've.
decent. There's an option.
Possible.
All right. Stop that. Stop it.
And no target from where you're at because you are.
Yeah.
he is
Take the dash action
Alright.
and move myself 60. So that's 430. And that's all I can do.
All right. Orc 27 on Flickerthorn. Great axe. Dropped his bow, drawing his axe. Again. All right, object interaction. Grab another crate. Drop down the stairs. Thunder Thump, you got anybody coming up the stairs, you got 2 squares now of difficult terrain up toward the top. The last 2 squares are both difficult terrain, we'll say. Gimbal.
DM question for this.
Yeah.
Chill touch. Do I need to be able to see them?
Yeah.
Okay, because that's not what I'm reading. That's why I was.
Oh, well, let's see. Let me make sure. Range 120 feet. A creature within range. Really? But if they're behind, total cover, you can't. Spells don't go through walls, basically.
It's a ranged spell attack. So like a bow.
Yeah.
It's a ranged attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just going by what I was reading, so I wasn't sure.
Yep. Absolutely. You just, if there's a wall between you and somebody on the other side, you could attack them, but there's no hole to the arrow to get through, or the in your case the spectral.
Well, then I'm gonna
There's
go.
some spells that are fun, like Sacred Flame, that like will work behind a wall,
Yeah.
as long as you can see behind the wall.
Okay.
Dissonant whispers and all that good stuff.
I'm gonna dash then. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Alright. And that's my action.
All right, and I'll
All right, let's just do this math. It's another 40 to get to the top, plus another 10 from the boxes.
Yeah.
So it's another 50 to get to the top.
55 because you have to move through Thunder Thump, right?
55
He
because that's
goes after you.
Thunder Thump.
Yeah.
So when all is said and done, I can dash with my 60 feet of movement and pop right out next to the orc.
Yep.
Yeah, wherever here. It's somewhere. Fine.
Left side or right side? I don't care either side, left or right.
And Thunder Thump will do the same. Well, actually, Thunder Thump is gonna pick up a box, object interaction, action, pick up another box, and bring the boxes back upstairs. Be like, you dropped these. You know how you see videos of people who like see people throwing bottles out of windows, and they pick up the bottles and throw them back in the car.
Can you object interaction as an action?
So I use my object interaction and my action.
Can you action to do an object interaction?
Yeah.
Really? I know on haste you can. I didn't realize you could as a regular action. All right.
Let me.
We'll call it. We'll say yes for now. We'll look it up later. All right.
I think he's right. D&D Beyond says actions in combat. One of them is use an object.
Perfect.
Yeah. If you want to interact with a second object, you need to use your action.
Perfect.
So Thunder Thump is a nice and tidy little robot kangaroo. And I feel like this orc is going to have a bad day. Boomer.
Okay, I'm gonna move. And then I'll put myself at 15, and then I have to
Upward from
got
there.
another.
Alt.
Oh, sorry. There we are. How high is it to the top?
50.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just below. that 45.
Boomer's sword pokes through the
Right?
stairwell.
Morticia.
So I can see if I have any fun things I can do without spell slots, and the answer is no. So, 5, 10, 15, or 10, 15, something like that. 15, and then it's alt to go upright. 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm just gonna offset myself over there just so we're not on top of each other. And well, I can go up another 30 technically, but I will, because I don't think it makes sense for both of us to be on the same spot in the stairs. I'm just gonna be behind him if that makes sense. So I'm gonna mark myself as 40 and I'm behind Boomer if that makes sense.
Yep. It does.
So we're technically on the same square, but I'm behind
Yep.
him running up.
Yep,
And
yep.
that's it for her.
All right, Elric. Run up behind you. Flickerthorn.
I want to try the grappling thing again.
Okay.
Ha! And Flickerthorn drags the orc away from the stairs into the center of the room.
Okay. Where you want him?
Yeah, right there's fine.
Okay.
Or it would be really funny though. I think I have the movement. 10. Yeah, can we do that? This might be funny because Van's like all the way out there. Flickerthorn grabs him and then moves him 20 feet and holds him to the edge of the wall for Van to take a shot.
All right, Van, you heard him. You got a shot.
All right. Well, I was going to take the dash, but I'll just take the 30 feet, so I'll move back. And I only have one arrow left, so I'm going to go ahead and use that last one. Hit. Okay. That's it for me.
All right, the orc. Well, great axe on Flickerthorn. This is not going well for him. Gimbal.
I'm gonna dash again. 5, 10, 15. Is this the steps I need to be at?
You're on the princess is in another castle.
Princess is in another castle. You gotta go to the north.
No, I mean, is this like where I need to be to start going up?
No, it's the other side over.
You're in the wrong
No.
tower.
I
mean,
understand that. I was just trying to
Oh
be. able
yes,
to
in,
see.
in,
I had
in
a
that
range of
tower, yes,
120. I
yes,
figured
absolutely. Then
That staircase
Yes.
was just really crowded.
to answer your question, then yes, that staircase looks really crowded. Yes, you absolutely can. I love it. I love it. It's brilliant.
All right, so I was at 15. That's 25, and then
I
25.
mean, we're all over here making assumptions and playing checkers, and you're over there playing 3D chess. I got it. I got you.
All right, and that's my turn. I just needed to be able to see the guy.
Right? No, I follow now. Unala.
I will go over here and I'm just going to ready an attack when Thunder Thump comes into position, which he does. So I let loose a Booming Blade on this guy with advantage. Doing this much damage, and
Down he goes.
wait, did I do that on me? What happened?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you put the damage on
damage
yourself. Yeah, there is that.
Oh,
You attacked yourself too. It looks like so. It would still would have hit him. We put the damage on
this
him.
is not my fault. This is Fantasy Grounds has too many elements that are like on top of each other.
Or you need to zoom in and be more precise with your mouth.
It's not my
Mouse.
fault.
All right, I dragged it on him. I dragged it. Fix yourself. Give yourself back 11.
All right. 11.
I took your effects off.
All right, so he You did damage on him? Yes.
Yeah.
And he also takes the booming blade damage with that extra 1. We'll have Thunder Thump do an attack. Come on. So we'll have Thunder Thump do this attack, which it didn't roll with advantage, so I'm going to roll that again. Alright, he's doing his darndest. That is it for us.
Boomer.
All right. I move up the first 5 feet, brings me to here. Then 5, 10, 15, 20. Target this guy. Suck the sword. There we go. Oh. All right, I am done.
Morticia.
And there we go. Nope. 10 feet. I think I was here because I was on top of Boomer, so 10, 15, 20, 5, 30. That'll get me there. I'll just make fun of him while he's there.
Oh yeah, he fails.
Damage on him. I think I met your mother. She's told me how very disappointed she was in you. That's it for her.
All right. Elric will come rest the way up and cast a spell. Round 11. Okay, I guess. I guess it's going to be just fine. Excuse me. Firebolt. Flickerthorn.
While we're at it, how does shoving work? I forget.
Contested athletics check, 5 feet.
Yeah, let's try to shove him. No,
Yeah.
I lied. I'm just gonna let's just poke him. Let's just poke him with the trident. Slash and claw and have tons of fun. Although there's nothing, I'm grappling him, so there's nothing stopping me from dragging him over here, so I'm flanking.
Correct.
And with Lunala, and then I'll start attacking him with advantage. That hits. That's the claws for that much damage, and then the trident hits for that much damage. And drag him back into position there.
All right, I'll take the dash.
Oh, you still got a shot. Again, he's
Well-
still at the edge.
I'm out of regular arrows. All I have
Oh,
is
right.
the.
I knew
I
that.
have. I'll take the green dragon arrow out. Arrow of green dragon slaying. I'm not going to shoot it, but I'm going to notch it, and I'm going to scream to the orc that if he doesn't surrender, this one's going through his head. And he's obviously seen what I've done to his friends. Do I have an intimidation check or?
Yeah, I mean, well, you're 330 feet away. No.
Yeah, well, I'm
no.
shouting it.
Yeah, I mean, you're shouting a football field away. I don't know.
All right. Okay, that's it. I'll just end my turn.
I mean, I like the idea of it. And if you were a couple hundred feet closer.
Okay.
All right, Orc 27. Great axe on Lunala by
just-
2.
Oh, because he had Vicious Mockery on him.
And then second attack.
The second, I'll do disadvantage from Thunder Thump.
Well, shield.
Why would you make me use shield? I only have one spell slot left.
Let it go. You'll survive. You'll be just fine.
I have.
Cleric's right there.
Yeah, we have good berries, and next time I say something dumb about good berries, someone remind me that I have spare the dying as a cleric. I don't need good berries. I have spare the dying. I always forget.
Yeah, I'm not gonna waste my spell slot.
Sweet.
Ooh.
All right. He could have. It might not have. It wouldn't necessarily. So there was a chance. Gimbal.
Gimble's gonna dash again,
Oh.
and at this point is super exhausted because he is not used to running.
Same.
Was 15, and then so that's 35, 45, and I think this is still up there. So that's my distance. All right.
Now it makes a death save.
Alright. And Thunder Thump does have good berry, so he's gonna hop on over, give it to her, and hop on back. Oh. I saved a spell slot, lost a turn.
Yep.
That's a deal that I made.
Yep. Boomer. It wanted to be a nat 20, but it rolled at the last minute. It just, yeah.
And then I'm going to use the last charge on the sword and get myself 4 hit points back. I am done.
Morticia.
I'm actually going to take a note out of Boomer's book, and I should have. Show up. Oh, maybe I should have chill touch, and I don't. It's fine. I'm not going to worry about it right now. I will go ahead and we will. Damage. So we'll stay right there. To prevent him from hitting anyone else.
All right, Elric. Round 12. With a... Come on. There it is. Firebolt. Oh, man. Flickerthorn.
Flickerthorn will oh, that was gonna be funny, but I don't think it would work. All right, we'll just trident. We'll do the trick to get advantage. And zoom all the way in to make sure I don't attack myself.
See how that worked? How well that worked, I mean?
And then the claws.
A claw.
Claw's gonna get you. And then Flickerthorn will just take him over here and just drop him down.
All right, roll me the 5d6, would you?
Goodbye.
All right, as you start to settle, and the adrenaline starts to leave your system, and Van is able to make it back to everybody.
Do I notice any other movement anywhere else along the castle walls?
Nope.
Okay.
Everybody, give me, please, due to the intense and activity and stress of combat, give me wisdom saving throws, please.
Is it a charm effect?
It is not a charm effect.
Is it magic?
It is not magic.
Do I need to
Boomer.
do anything differently since
No.
I failed last time?
Nope. You do not.
Oh, I do not roll, or don't
Do not need to do anything differently.
Okay.
You said it wasn't magic. Do we need to re-roll mine since it gave me advantage?
So if it gives you advantage, and you should have had a straight roll, but it still missed, we count it as usually I just count it as a miss. In the same way that if you, I do it to everybody's benefit, basically. It's sort of discretion, but like if you strenuously object, I'll let you re-roll it, but it's pretty fair based on the way I do it usually.
Whichever.
So what
Yeah,
was the rule?
it's not a rule. It's a practice.
What was
all
the
right.
practice that I can keep consistent with?
If you make a mistake and roll something with advantage, that should be a straight roll, and it still misses, we'll count it as a miss, and same for me. If you roll something with disadvantage, that should be a straight roll and it still hits, count it as a hit, and we do it the same for me. And again, it's a general practice, and if it's something that you don't want to do in your rolls, as long as you're consistent about it, perfectly fine.
All right.
Yeah, I've kind of done that all along. I don't know if you've ever caught it, but I've done it for forever. Just because sometimes to keep combat flowing speed-wise, a lot of times folks will roll with advantage or disadvantage they weren't supposed to, and it helps the flow.
Next time we have to do that, I just have to figure out how to take off gnome cunning. That's all.
Yeah, all you got to do is hit your disadvantage button.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yep. Okay, so The right now the DC is 13. So
I fail either way.
let's start with Gimbal. Gimbal. Please roll me a D20. Reroll anything that is 16 or higher. All right. You are mistrustful of your companions. You are convinced that perhaps they're out to get you, or at the very least, you're not sure you can rely on them. You currently,
Especially that Elric fellow.
especially that Elric, you now have disadvantage on all charisma checks and saves due to the despair effect of the Shadowfell. Mortish, you were you hopeless?
I had disadvantage on ability checks and something else.
Yes. You were unconcerned, ability and skill checks. You are now, you now gain the flaw. I find it difficult to execute tasks no matter the size or difficulty. And I'll put that as an effect on you, so if you don't remember that, you can always refer to it.
I've been doing mostly like save attacks and things like that, but
Oh yeah, it's completely it's completely role play. So,
okay.
yeah. So at your discretion, however you want to interpret it. Thunder Thump. Will you unsummon and resummon Thunder Thump, or is Thunder Thump sticking around?
He's out and about.
All right. So roll me a d20, re-roll 16 to 20.
13.
Thunder Thump is jealous. Thunder Thump gains no bonuses from flanking an enemy. He
Oh,
cannot use the help action to aid an ally in any manner, and regards every kill as his, and berates allies who take his kills. Is it her? I keep forgetting. I keep misgendering Thunder Thump.
Thunder Thump uses male pronouns.
All right, them. All right, so there you go. It's on the combat track. We see it.
All right.
I do
And
have
Renala
one
made
important
it.
question. Does
Yeah.
Elric need to roll a saving throw?
Yeah, oh yeah. He needs to roll again, absolutely.
He dies.
All right, so let's roll for him. I'm going to roll like a bunch of d20s because knowing Elric is going to be 16 and above for like 5 of them, but we're going to take them in order, left to right. All right, the first one was less than 16, so 11. Yeah, he's now also mistrustful. Disadvantage on charisma saves and checks. All right.
Van is going to recover his ammo. He gets half back. Is that correct?
Yes, half of the arrows that you fired during combat you can recover.
And
after.
But there's probably
can-
even more arrows around here, right?
Yeah,
Like this
yeah,
was
There are
I'm gonna-
indeed.
I'm going to pick up a whole quiver if I see one. And also, I'm going to pick up all the little pieces of my broken arrows so I can mend those later.
There
but-
are, there are quivers. Like there were 4
Yeah.
archers, each with like arrows of or quivers of 20.
Yeah.
Plus, there are more here. There are a couple hundred arrows in this building.
Right. Yeah. I'll just take 25 extra.
Replenish however how you want. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thanks.
All right. Are you putting Flicker Thorn back in the bottle, or are you leaving Flicker Thorn out?
He can go back in the
right.
bottle.
All right. Otherwise, we need to make him make a wisdom.
Oh, he
save.
did.
All right.
He saved though.
Okay. Good deal.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's take a little bio break, and we'll come back at it is 10:49 Eastern U.S. time. Let's try and come back right at the top of the All right. Well, we will. It is time, so we'll jump back in. So you're at the gates. You trying to take a rest? What's your plan?
I want to investigate my south tower before anybody else gets there, that I can keep stuff to myself.
All right. Sure. Yeah. Give me an investigation check.
It's all covered in poison dust.
Skills.
So, yeah, you find up there some mundane things, nothing magical necessarily looking, nothing of special value per se. You do see a single, what appears to be a card, same kind of back as the one that Elric picked up when you first arrived in the Shadowfell.
I pick it up and look at it, but don't show anyone else.
One moment.
Whose face is on it this time?
It's my face.
All right, I just needed to receive a report from the the Undersecretary of Chihuahua Affairs. The dog's acting weird. All right, so
That's the update. The dog's acting weird.
well, I just need to keep an eye on her because she's got something going on in her mouth. Anyway, not important. I mean, not important for you to know. Obviously, important for us. Anyway, okay, so yes, you find a card laying face down on the ground.
I
Yeah.
pick it up and look at it, but I'm not showing anyone else.
Is it laying on the ground or lying on the ground?
Correct.
Definitely yes.
Looks like this.
All right.
Ooh.
All right. So
Is there anything over in North Tower? Did we investigate?
we're gonna stick with this for a minute. We'll come to the rest in a
Oh.
bit here.
I'm always like, yep, I don't know what that is. Moving on.
Right? Doesn't affect me. That's somebody else. What did I find?
I don't know. I don't know what that ring means. Must be nothing.
Right? Must be.
I'm sure it's harmless.
All right. So yeah, while you are in possession of this card, you gain a legendary action.
Wow.
That action is this. You can, as a legendary action, which means you can do it at the end of somebody else's turn, you can conjure spectral talons to grasp a foe. One creature you can see within 25 feet has to succeed on a DC 14 strength save, or they'll become restrained. Escape DC 14. It's a one and done. It grabs, and either it succeeds and stays grappled until, or stays restrained and grappled until they escape, or it just dissipates.
And it's a single-use card.
It's a legendary action. While you have that on your person, you can do it once per day.
Okay, cool.
Once per day. All right. I was thinking once per round. Like,
No,
Yeah.
no.
I vote for
No,
that.
it is a one. Am I looking at the right thing? Just make sure. Hold on. Yeah. Yeah, it's a once per day. It's a free thing during one combat once per day. All right, so let me give you coding for that. And boom. All right. So yeah, where's everybody else? Everybody else looking in the North Tower and on the grounds. Give me whoever's looking around. Give me investigation checks.
Morticia looks around poorly.
you
Right.
rolled 2 1s.
Wow.
You did roll 2 ones.
All my abilities are at disadvantage. Like ability checks are at disadvantage, right? Yeah.
All right. So I mean, split amongst the creatures, you find some coin, and then the one of the orcs seems to have had a magical axe, which I will put in the party sheet. And they have battle axes, wasn't it? Or great axes, yeah. I removed them from the combat tracker, and like the item went with them, and so I'm like, I remember what the item was. I just don't remember if it was a battle axe, great axe. It was a battle axe. Okay, let's see. All right, so just to give you the overview again of the hillside. So I actually have a couple of maps for you. This one that we looked at last week. Actually, no, I don't only have that one because the other one is not relevant. My bad. So you are ping on the map. And I think actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to add distance just for and put your party token on right there. You'd have to zoom way in to see it, but let me ping. So you are here, of course. Gatehouse. You have immediately in front of you a courtyard and what looks like was at one point a like a marching field or a I mean, what's the word in the military? The parade grounds, right? That's where they do the marching and whatnot. Excuse me. Pardon me. And behind it, perhaps a barracks is what it looks like it probably would be.
I lost sound for a minute there. Can you describe that again, please?
I sure can. That is
A marching grounds.
marching grounds. Yeah, so right here, this sort of is sort of a field, parade grounds, and then behind it looks like a military building or probably barracks. And then, of course, the path that goes up through the village. You don't really see anything much going on in the village, though there certainly could be.
Is this drawbridge working? Is it?
Oh yeah, yeah. You've crossed the drawbridge.
Yeah, but could we raise it if we wanted to?
Oh, yeah, you sure
Okay.
could.
All right, just checking. Well, we need to get to the top, right? That's where the garden is.
We could
We could have a
we
nice
could rest
nap.
in the barracks.
Yeah. Is there any movement in around the barracks?
Give me perception checks. Don't really see any, no.
Okay.
Well, we need a place to rest, don't we?
Yeah.
Barracks seem like a great place to rest.
As long as there's
Why not?
nobody in there.
We're already
Yeah.
here.
I-
Let's
I-
not move
I
at
would-
all.
I would recommend that we don't go knocking down any more doors until at least we get some rest.
Yeah.
All right, so I knocked on the barracks door.
That's what you're saying, right? You want me to knock on the barracks door? Okay, yeah, I got you.
So we can get some rest before we knock down any more doors.
Exactly. All right.
I mean, we could probably. Can we rest in the guardhouse?
I mean, we are up pretty high.
You certainly could.
Well, there's a lot of carnage around here. I mean, somebody walks. If anybody walks past her, they're going to see that there was a problem. There's bodies laying everywhere. Maybe we can tidy up a little bit.
Yeah, Elric, you tidy up and we'll go check out the barracks.
All right, so Lunala's going to the barracks. Y'all gonna let Lunala just wander off on her own?
She's never alone.
I mean, I recommend it, but I mean,
Yeah, I think we should try to rest inside one of these towers. Up at the top, maybe.
Oh, Nala, it's so lovely here. Let's rest and enjoy the view for a little bit.
She's happy to with whatever.
happy would be a stretch, but she's willing. All right.
Like, don't confuse Lunala with Tony.
Take a rest.
Don't confuse Lunala with Tony. Lunala's fine with it.
She's very easygoing and like
Right on.
just happy to be experiencing new things
What kind of rest are we gonna take?
of the long variety.
Yeah,
Yeah.
have to.
All right.
Morticia is a ladrin, so I think we can if Lunala and Morticia want to split the rest. So we both only need 4 hours, right?
Right.
All right. I'm gonna hit the short rest button first. And then we need to find out. All right. During the okay. Long rest is fine. I'll hit the button. And I will identify that item, the axe. Just +1 battle axe. First thing in the morning, though, I need everyone to make a wisdom saving throw.
Does Morticia do it at disadvantage?
Nope.
Okay.
Just a regular wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom. Oh,
I don't know
and
if a
if I'm-
nat 20 does anything for me.
Yeah, so anyone who had a 10 or higher, the despair effect that you had from the previous day, however many levels it was, is gone.
Okay.
Let me take those off. Thunder Thump, however. Roll me a d20 for Thunder Thump. Ignore 16 to 20. Reroll.
11.
Again with the 11. Once again, mistrustful.
Just extra mistrustful.
No, this thing, or no, you had jealousy last time. This one is mistrustful. That's right. Thunder Thump was jealous. Disadvantage on all charisma checks and saves.
All right. If he tries to be the party face, let's reconsider.
Or a banishment spell. I mean, there are other possibilities. All right.
So
I want to cast Goodberry.
So does the effect he had from yesterday also still apply?
No,
Okay.
It's gone.
All right.
Since I'm trusting you guys again, I'm over there with you.
Give everybody 2 good berries, please.
All right. Have I ever, did we ever feel like I want that to be an item so that you guys can just adjust in your inventory. So let me think about how best to do this.
I just made a random thing for Goodberry and then just add a how many.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, that's fine. Just
my
add
inventory.
an item. Everybody add an item in your inventory called Goodberry. And then, just make sure that as you use them, you track them.
Oh, and the other thing I do is when I use them up, I don't delete the item. I just mark it as 99 of them.
Yeah, you can just leave it 0 and it'll be out.
I didn't know if 0 would just made them disappear or not. That's why I didn't do that.
It won't.
Okay.
It won't. All right. So, where to?
Well, if we're going to get up to the top, we can always just go around this barracks and just avoid the roads and go in between the roads and just climb. But I don't know. What do you guys think?
The road, the mountain it's not sheer per se, but it's difficult climbing. Does everybody have climbing gear?
I think you were talking about that path there, weren't you?
Well, I was thinking in between the 2 paths. We can,
well, that's elevated. It's elevated though, right? So, like
those are
from there
switchbacks.
Yeah,
I don't have climbing gear.
Well, we have rope. So, but does anyone have are you asking for
pitons, batons, and grappling hooks? I'm just wondering what you all have.
I have all that stuff. Yeah.
I have grappling hook and rope. I don't have pitons. Did you say pitons?
How is it pronounced? You know what? I've never known how to pronounce that word for sure.
Piton.
Piton, right. Piton. I looked it up a while back and I knew that. Piton.
All I know is I always get it wrong.
All out of pitons.
So lost without you. Know you were. Oh, no, sorry.
Yeah, I have a climber's kit, so it's got all that stuff. I think.
Nice.
Do all of you have climber's kit? Is the question, because you're talking about so. For example, just to give you a perspective, you are talking about about 100-foot elevation. So you're talking about a 45-degree angle in parts, but then steeper and less and more from others, which is why you can't just walk across the side, right? Because you can't walk on the side of a mountain sideways. That's why there are paths. You'd have to use climbing gear to do it that way. To go around, you may as well use climbing gear to go up. But because of the distance, I guess the question is, how much climbing gear do you have? You'll need, for everybody, you would need at least 50 foot of rope per person. You would need 10 pitons apiece.
New plan. You guys climb. I will Misty step halfway there. We will take a long rest between each one of those things. And then we'll just Misty step our way up, and nothing bad will happen at night in the Shadowfell. It'll be fine.
Do we even know where? Is this a town? Like where are we? What is this place?
It's
Did we just
Abbey.
want? We just bumped
Mysterious
into.
Abbey.
Well, you followed the flowers, right? There were a particular flower that I think Gimbal, or maybe it was Van, somebody
It was me.
managed to catch the scent of, and are following the clues given you by, well, by whomever you assume by
Why don't we-
Felina Voss.
Why don't we go walk through the town? What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah,
Well, the gate wasn't the most welcoming. Like the
Yeah, but the
scenery is
gates-
amazing, but
I think we
usually
should
the
go
gate
back
is the
out.
primary obstacle. Once you're in, you know.
And I'm not going to cast any spells, so
We'll
be
blend
good.
in. We're gonna blend. Very inconspicuous.
do we want to disguise ourselves? Morticia has a disguise kit.
Yeah, I no longer have that capability, but
Can
one
I
of
use
us.
my disguise kit on other people? Does it work?
Yes, one person at a
Got one, too.
time, but yes.
I've got one too.
Elric says I could cast a disguise spell. Well, myself anyway.
Want to make ourselves look like orcs?
Yeah. Yeah, let's give that a try. Maybe Gimbal can go as a goblin. We can make him up to be one of those little shadow goblins from the beginning.
There you go. All right, so Elric will cast Disguise Self. Let's get that out of the way. Okay. All right. What's everybody else doing to disguise? One at a time.
I'm going to, I guess, take my hat off and find some, some soot and just kind of really make me dirty and kind of hunched over as best I can because I don't have my disguise self prepared.
Well, I have one for me, so if I can only use my disguise kit on one other person, I can use it on. If that's how that works. I don't know. Can I disguise multiple other people if I do them one at a time, or?
No, because you only have so much material, right?
Okay.
Disguise kit's it's a wig and a funny nose and a mustache.
Gotcha.
Glasses with a big nose and mustache,
Then I will
Disguise kit.
use disguise kit on Gimbal, and I will cast. I think I have disguise self. Thought I did. Just kidding. Just kidding. No, I think that. No, yes, I do.
What a roller coaster.
No, I do have it. It is on here. Okay, I was like checking D&D Beyond. Does it match? Yes, it does. I can.
So to use the disguise kit, what you'll do is you'll make a deception check with proficiency. That's how you use a disguise kit.
Excellent. So I use disguise self on myself. I use
Yep.
the disguise.
Kit on Gimbal. Oh yeah, Gimbal is the most convincing dusk goblin you've ever seen.
I am an eloquence bard, so that is the lowest I can.
Right on. I don't have a solution for disguising myself, especially not Thunder Thump. We
Then
wear
you're a prisoner.
robes.
Can we?
Okay.
Can we take you as prisoner?
Yep.
And maybe if Van doesn't have a kit or anything, we can take Van as person.
Or what if I did the climbing up the side and I can snipe? So if you guys get into trouble, I can. Because if I get high enough, I can probably pretty much see this whole place, right? And still have it within range.
Depends on how high up you want to go, but yeah.
Before we head out, I'm going to do the ritual comprehend languages just so I have an hour of understanding people.
Okay.
And I'll go ahead and use my disguise kit on myself.
All right. Deception check with proficiency. Okay.
Does anybody have a way if we can maybe check this barracks without making any noise or opening any doors? Is there any magic that you can?
Could send in a
At this
familiar.
level.
Invisible or? Well, one of the familiars is just a bird, right?
I would have to resummon him.
Oh, okay.
He got
Oh.
destroyed last time.
That's right. I
Yeah.
keep forgetting to do it at the long rest. I keep forgetting. Is it too late? At the long rest, Morticia would have asked Lunala about her tattoos.
So yeah, and I never explained this, but like as Lunala started to study more, she's sort of applied tattoos to herself. And if the DM's okay with this, I imagined Lunala's tattoos being her spell book. Like that's how she records spells, and prepares them. Do you like that flavor?
As long as it's not changing anything mechanically, yes.
All right, it
I
is
think it's
not.
great. I think it's great. Yeah.
And so, but also, she can imbue one of the tattoos with the power to cast Find Familiar. So if Morticia's asking about the tattoos, Lunala will ask, "Do you want one?" And can give you a tattoo of an owl. Is that
Owl's
your animal of choice?
Yes, owl would be great. Flavor-wise, we'll call it a black owl.
All right, let me get you one on your cohorts tab then. I will say I will throw this out there just for clarity so that it's not a surprise later. Not that it happens. Like I can't maybe every third campaign or so, whatever comes up, but even though your spell book is tattooed to your skin, it has the same vulnerabilities as any other spell book in terms of things like fire and theft. How that would happen, given that they're tattoos, I'll have to figure out another time. Just understand that it's there. All right, we need an owl. So you'll have on your cohorts tab, Morticia, you'll have an owl. And let me give you yeah, there we go. Little token. And yeah, is your owl going to have a name?
Omen.
Right on. And I will put Omen in the combat tracker.
Now this road to the south, there's only one tower on that road, right? Or some circular building. And
Yeah, that's pretty much what it looks like. It's on the other side of the
Yeah.
military. I keep calling it
But-
barracks, but it's like very obviously it's like a guard where like the militia or whatever for this village would
But-
exist. Yeah.
But the northern path, it's like there's just a ton of buildings, all kinds of
Yeah.
places for critters and creatures to hide. So I don't know. The south path seems least resistant to me, but what do you guys think?
Maybe if we head that southward. It's kind of blurry. Is there a thing? If there's a courtyard and the barracks, what's that third patch there. Is that a thing?
Yeah, that is a gardens.
Is that the
Well-
gardens we're looking for?
I mean, even if
be.
it's not, that seems logical for our characters, yeah?
Yeah,
I, as
well,
a
yeah.
player, think it's probably in the more difficult spot to reach, but my character probably thinks that we have hit easy street there.
Mhm. Well, we should definitely investigate the gardens because that's what we're looking for.
Yeah, I agreed with that.
Yeah.
And I can peek in the windows of this barracks place
As we sneak past.
as we
Yeah,
sneak
can-
past.
Can I try out my owl and see if the owl can scout through that area, see if it sees any people or suspicious things?
Sure. Yeah, give me. Are you seeing through your owl's eyes?
Yeah, that's allowed with familiars, right?
Yes,
Within
within
100
100 feet. Within 100 feet. Yep.
Yeah, then she's trying this out for the first time. Absolutely.
Now, I will say this too, just to give you other information. So, you started your long. You arrived at the gates close to nighttime and took your long rest through the night. It's early morning when you're up and in the tower making these plans. You do start to see some movement in the village. It looks like there are, and it's quite a ways away, but there are some figures moving through here and there, probably orcish. The other thing you notice is there are some couple of orcs that come out front of this, what I've been calling a barracks. And they sort of stand out front like they're standing guard.
All right, let's try to avoid them and sneak around, maybe.
You want me to fireball them?
Well, if
Firebomb
two-
them.
if two came out, there might be more inside, but maybe we can sneak around barracks.
I could just run through. That's what I do.
Yeah, like could we?
I'm all made up.
Yeah,
You're all made up. What is it?
they're
I
disguised.
look like one of them.
Disguises.
Oh,
There it is. I'm wondering if we could if it
I
makes
think-
sense, can we go like this way where I'm pinging? Go around the edge towards the garden?
Yeah, definitely.
let's go check out the
Probably-
garden and then continue on that switchback up to the top if the
Yeah,
garden is not interesting.
sounds great.
Yeah, lead our the not disguised people as kind of prisoners. I guess Morticia would head towards the front because she has disguised self. Just so she can talk to anyone who
Do we want to
questions us.
loosely tie them up with rope? Not really tie them up, but make it seem like we're dragging them?
Yeah. Can you have a fake prisoner chain gang kind of thing going on? Yeah.
All right.
One of those knots that actually just
It's
falls
a-
apart if you
It's a slip
pull.
knot.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So, what direction then for sure are we headed?
To the west or to the east of the barracks, and then behind it.
All right.
cut-
Yeah.
I,
like this-
and are you trying to stealth by? I know you're made up. You're disguised. I mean, it's open space. They're going to see you coming, stealthy or not. There's not really anything for cover that would provide you the opportunity to hide. So, I'm assuming then you come out full force with Lunala and Thunderthump tied up or under the illusion of being tied. Is that what I'm hearing?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, under
Right.
the illusion of being tied.
All right.
And Van also under the illusion of being tied.
And Van. Okay. Right.
And
Van too.
Elric is actually tied.
Elric is no, he disguised himself. He didn't.
But we tied him up anyway.
But we told him that there he'll be able to slip out. Okay.
I wanted to blame it on Tony. The very first time I ran my Rise of the Drow campaign, and similar to this one, there's an NPC that sort of accompanies the party through a portion of the campaign. And almost immediately they turned on him and made fun of him because he couldn't hit anything. And I think that's got to be Tony. So then I started another Rise of the Drow campaign, completely different crew. And sure enough, almost immediately, they turned on Maya. Matter of fact, Maya literally blew himself up to save the party so they could escape, like with barrels of smoke powder. Exploded himself. And they were happy about it. Now, of course, that means that he actually miraculously survived the cave-in and showed up later, and they were disappointed and angry to see him. And now we have Elric, who's getting the same treatment. And it's not just Tony.
Elric has done enough stuff to mess up our group.
Well, yeah, Elric did cause us some damage, and that Joker card is concerning.
I'm just saying.
All right.
All right, so you approach and I guess give me everybody give me a deception check, because you got to kind of act like you're orcs bringing some prisoners, that sort of thing. Now, are you taking them up toward the barracks? Or are you taking them trying to go around? Was that the plan, going around?
Yeah, going around along the east side and then cutting around to the west, checking out that garden as we go.
Yeah, so if you can see my ping, I'm assuming we're headed on the inside slope. So if we were like kind of heading
Yeah.
through here, I assume.
Yep, I got you.
Yeah.
All right, I mean, you start coming up, and Thunder Thump is just not being cooperative. They're
Well, he's a robot kangaroo.
Yeah, there's really
And he probably also would have been like tied up, so maybe like the ropes got tangled.
yeah, like he's getting tangled and not handling it very well, just not coping. And so when you get to sort of that outer, going to walk past the parade grounds, one of the orc guards in front of the building calls out in Orcish, says, does anyone speak Orcish? Oh, you got comprehend languages going.
I can understand it.
Yeah. So it speaks out, calls out in Orcish. Hey, what do you got there? What is that? What are you doing?
Morticia will do her best impression. Like, she doesn't speak Orcish, but I think she'll say, like, in common to, like, keep up the charade. Prisoners, move! Like, we need to go, and try to, like, put up a charade of, like, not having time to talk to them because she's trying to get the prisoners to move.
And I'll just act in my little self, start pushing Thunder Thump a little bit in the back, like move it as you would a prisoner, rough him up a bit.
All right. So I need, we'll call that a performance check from each of you, from Morticia and Gimbal.
These charismas are killing me.
Oh, it's low for me. Okay.
Oh, I did perception. Sorry. Strike that. I'm a -1, so it would be 15 if you want to keep that.
Yeah. All right. So, I mean, they don't seem convinced. One turns to the other and says, I'm going to go see what's going on. And starts walking. Says, stop, hold on there. Hold up there. And
okay.
You can try to run if you want. Is that, I mean, let's call it, and we're theater of the mind right now, but he's about Oh, how far away? Let's say. Wrong map again. So let me zoom in. So you get right about, I don't know, like this far. They're not really that far, right? They're maybe
Well-
only 30 feet away.
I'm
So-
going to cast my Fey Touch command, which is just a verbal component.
Well, right
And-
now we're. Let me, because we're going to do
Okay.
initiative. If we're
Oh.
going to start casting spells for sure, but
Well,
I'm just trying to figure out the position.
I
and how
wasn't
far
using it
we're-
as an attack. I was using it to tell him to approve so that he's okay with us.
Oh, sure. Here's the thing: casting a spell, any enemy is going to
Okay.
recognize that as aggressive.
Oh, okay.
Um,
I was just
which-
thinking it was a
yeah.
verbal component. So okay.
Which is why
Oh,
if sorcerers didn't have the ability to cast subtle spell, there would be some wiggle room.
okay.
But yeah, that's the reasoning that I don't,
Well, then never
because I
mind.
like too, like the idea of bless, for example. Like theoretically, a cleric could cast bless because it's just just doing a little blessing. But yeah, because of the subtle spell thing is out there, then there's not really a way to do it with just a skill check.
Man.
All right, so he comes over toward. He's probably 10 feet away from you. I guess what are you going to do, and how you answer is going to determine whether or not we roll initiative.
If Lunala books it, Morticia would pretend that the prisoner was escaping. If that makes sense.
All right, so is Lunala taking off?
Do I get the only if that is what the group wants? So am I getting a signal that I should book it?
I think that makes
Morticia?
sense to me.
All right.
That might work.
So Thunderthump and I break free of our stuff and book it.
All right, so I'm going to say you do, and the prisoner has escaped, is what Lara is saying. Lara, give me a deception check.
Morticia, yes.
What I said, Lara, right? Morticia, sorry.
No worries. No worries. I get confused all the time. Deception.
All right, so yeah, so the orc will say, "Oh, all right," and he's going to try and jump. He's going to jump the fence and try and intercept Lunala. So and or Thunderthump. So Lunala and Thunderthump both give me an athletics check.
Oh, sure.
Plan worked too well.
And Thunderthump's pretty agile.
All right, so he
And actually, that should be higher.
Thunderthump's fine, but the orc jumps the fence and sort of clumsily knocks into Lunala as she's running past, lands on top of her. He says, "I got this one. Go get the other one." All right, Boomer, what are you doing?
How far away is Thunderthump from me?
We'll say they got about 20 feet from you.
Okay, I'll try and I'll run up like I'm gonna grab Thunderthump
All
and
right.
let it get away.
All right. So are you acting like you're trying to catch it?
Yeah. Yep.
Give me a performance check, please, or deception. I'll take either one. More physical. I'm good with either.
Oof.
All right. It's not terribly convincing, you don't think? Gimbal, what are you doing during all this?
I'm gonna so who do we still have do we have anyone else still tied up?
Van.
Yeah, I'm still pretending to be. Yeah.
All right, so we still have Van. I'm going to just point to the other orc and kind of wave him off, and then start to take off after Thunder Thump also.
All right. I'll take a deception check from you. All right. You're not sure it's terribly convincing. Lunella's getting tackled. Morticia, what are you doing during all this?
Because we are theoretically in a chase combat situation, would spells at this point still be considered hostile, or would they be considered like I'm casting a spell to try to get somebody or something? Does that make sense? Like,
Yeah, I mean, that's right. So
Your character
being
does
that you
know
look like an orc, that's going to be up to you to decide whether you think one of the orc that you look like might be capable of casting spells, whether or not they might believe it based on that. So I'm going to leave that to your, as far as what you think is, and to make your decision.
well, based
You,
on what
you know enough.
Morticia-
You,
yeah.
you know enough about orcs that unless you decided to disguise yourself as a shaman, which I didn't hear anything like that, my assumption is that they would assume you can't cast spells. But
Yeah, and none of the orcs that we've encountered so far have been able to.
correct, correct.
So,
So it would definitely be sus.
yeah. She will shout out, "Look, there's enough of us. Go to the gate. There was a fight at the gate. Help the folks at the gate." And tell them, like, to try to, like, get him to leave them alone. Like, so she'll, like, run up towards, Tony and be like, "Hey, I've got him. Go to the gate. We need, like, get the others to go to the gate."
All right. Give me a deception check.
Go. Stop.
All right. And then Van, what are you doing during all this?
Reaching for my bow, kind of like behind gimbal, and just taking it out so they can't really see it.
Try and be discreet about it? Sure, give me a stealth check. All right. All right, that's our positioning. Let's go ahead then. Let's roll for initiative. And let's just see how this plays out. It may not be combat, but we've got sort of our positioning. We know what everybody's doing. Morticia, they seem to sort of believe you, but that one does anyway. He seems a little bit confused too, which might work to your advantage, of course. So yeah. You should all be able to zoom in now. I realize the resolution isn't great.
Yeah, I can zoom in.
But if you zoom in, you can get a view of the scene. All right. So, what's Omen doing during this?
Ooh. Initially, I was going to have him basically fly over the barracks and see.
I would kind of think that's probably where she was, right? Because like, she wouldn't be on your shoulder or anything, probably.
No, she would have been trying to go through there. Obviously, with all this going on, I wouldn't be seeing through her eyes because I can't do both, right?
Of course. Yep.
Sorry, it's echoing and it's throwing me off. I think, yeah, she would just be, my command would be just to like scout out for anything of interest in there and report back, if that makes sense.
Yep. Sure does. All right. Go ahead and pass Omen's turn then.
Oh, sorry.
You're okay. Gimbal, you're up. So again, you're not sure. They look a little confused. You think it could go either way depending on what you all do right now.
I would point out that we disguise Gimbal as a goblin, not as an orc.
Correct.
So I don't know if he has more wiggle room. Goblins seem more sorcerous. I think you're muted.
Kimball, I
though.
think you're muted.
Sorry. I am going to kind of pull Van up with me a bit as I walk up to try to, because he's still a prisoner. So kind of pulling him up to the group to at least get past this opening here.
All right. So if you're basically if you want to move him on not his turn, let me unlock the tokens. If you want to move him on not his turn, you basically have to. We'll say you were already grappling him, but you have to drag, which means you're moving at half speed, which you can. If you dash, you can get pretty much all the way up to Boomer, even at half speed. You get pretty darn
Yeah,
close.
I'll just follow.
All right. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That's my dash.
Yep. And that doesn't use any of Van's movement. And then, because otherwise, if you leave him behind, then it's going to look like you left a prisoner behind.
Right.
I'm assuming that's what, yeah. Okay.
That was.
Yeah. I got you. All right. Boomer then.
Okay, does it look like the orc that Morticia was talking to is going to let go of Lunala or no?
Not just yet. He just looks confused, but he's sitting on top of her basically right now. Yeah.
Okay. I'll make another play for Thunder Thump, trying to kind of move Thunder Thump down the building, if at all possible.
All right.
You know what I mean? Like move us in this direction.
Yeah, you can basically use your action to grapple, and then you can drag at half your speed. Sure.
Okay, I'll do that.
All right.
Do you need a strength check from me or anything? Or
No, I mean,
okay.
Thunder Thump's not going to fight
There's
you. I don't
technically
think.
no rule that you can willingly fail a save. I don't know how that bothers you or not. But I guess this isn't a save, but it's still something worth thinking about.
Well, so for contested athletics check just means there's resistance. Saving throw, so like you have to physically choose to actively resist being restrained. You don't have to actively choose to reflexively jump out of the way of a fireball or for wisdom for your spell. So skill checks, it's optional, I feel like. I don't know if it's necessarily rule written that way. Because for saving throws, there are some spells, for example, that say you can choose to fail it. So that tells me that you can't always. But skill checks, there's not a rule either way. So I'm going to say that it's on a case-by-case basis, but generally you can choose to fail a skill check. Kind of always the way I've always run it. And if there's official ruling out there, a sage advice or something, somebody should let me know. But
All right,
so I'd like to-
Boomer's dragging Thunder Thump.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, to there.
All right. So with that drag, I need also then from Gimbal. Too. I want a either performance or deception check from that last round, and then Boomer, you do the same, performance or deception. Look at that. All right. They seem to be relaxing a bit. You're not really entirely sure what number 2 is going to do. Number 9 is just kind of looking. He's slowly wandering over just to get a better view, but like he's not getting involved. That'll be on his turn if you're done, Boomer.
Oh, yes, I'm done. Sorry.
Okay. All right. No worries. Just making sure. Didn't want to steal your turn from you.
Nope.
He's just going to kind of go over and just kind of ready in action, I think. He'll sort of finger his javelin a little bit so it's on his hand technically, but he's not looking like he's about to throw it necessarily. Morticia.
I think Morticia will sort of holding up with what she said last time, kind of go for more of a pleading tone of like, look, they really roughed up the people at the gate. Please ask the others to go look at the gate. I don't think it went well. We just need to get these out of here. Can you go check on them? Get the folks inside to check on them too.
All right, give me a persuasion check with disadvantage because you're speaking common and very clearly.
Yeah.
And
20 do it.
Persuasion.
You have at least a plus 3 on your persuasion because he rolled a. Yeah, he seems. In Orcish, he says, okay, carry on. Let's see what number 9 thinks about that, and I think we might be. Yeah. I was like, yeah. I said, hey, you going to the party later today? Yeah, I think I will. It depends on how grumpy the chief is. Yeah, you seem to have. Yeah, you can make it past. Absolutely.
Eloquence.
Seem to have avoided a confrontation.
Good job.
See, I really wanted
What
you to go in
happens
there
when I
last.
stay silent? We
I
can
really
avoid
wanted.
confrontation.
I really wanted you to go in there last night.
We were just in there for a rest.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So don't worry about the map moving anymore. So you go past the military building, the gardens. Here's what you see. Oh, fiddlesticks. All right. As you get close to the gardens, and I'll just move the party token up that way. You come around the back of the building. The gardens look to be, they're spider infested. There are webs everywhere. The cliffside here is very sheer, very, very narrow, such that if you're going to continue on, you're going to have to pass through the gardens. The gardens do butt right up to the military building. And you see movement among the webs, sizable movement, probably medium-sized giant spiders, I suspect.
Do we see any spectral blooms in the garden?
No spectral blues, no. You can try and sneak your way past. You can try and look for a path through the webs that won't disturb enough to alert the spiders. You can engage in combat. A number of ways to get through, potentially.
Morticia will look at Boomer and go, you seem to remember you have a less than stellar history with the spiders. Are you feeling more like vengeance, or are you feeling like avoiding them? No, Morticia doesn't know that, but
this is definitely not the garden we need. Then I take it.
Yeah,
It's a spectral-
probably not. Probably.
Yeah.
I can light the webs on fire.
might alarm the barracks, though.
Well, I seem to recall that a familiar did spot the gardens on a flyby, but last time we played, was that correct? Somebody's. Do we know where the garden is?
So, well, I mean, let's see. Let me get your. So, I mean, yeah, there are absolutely the flowers that you've followed. Absolutely. There are some in these gardens, but you do see them up the hill as well. Excuse me. You don't see any other actual gardens per se. Nothing that looks like it was at any time cultivated or anything like that. Do we want to review? Do we want to take a minute to review the what was given to you? We can pull up the notes. Either I don't know if, between
the
Gimbal and
shadow-
Morticia.
Yeah, in the shadow where moonlight dances upon forgotten. Seek the silver key hidden in the garden of spectral.
Spectral blooms. Yeah.
Well, it's
That's-
not night, and we don't see any room.
I mean, not from here, but then there's webs. So. But you don't see any spectral blooms for sure. No. I mean, you see the flowers that you've been following. If that's what the riddle meant, spectral blooms, then perhaps.
In the shadow where moonlight dances upon forgotten ruins.
Should we ask Elric what he thinks?
I guess I hadn't really thought about Thalia's. Yeah, she can be a little cryptic sometimes. Helena, not Thalia. Helena can be a little cryptic sometimes. She might not meant a literal garden. It might just mean following the flowers all the way up.
Thanks, Elric.
Hey. Hey, he's not a Deus Elric Machina.
Oh.
Oh boy, I cracked.
I don't think we're gonna
That was pretty
sneak
good.
past the spiders. We can probably just fight our way through. Maybe can we see how many of them there are?
Yeah, I mean it's pretty obscured. It's kind of hard to tell once you break through until you break through the sort of the outer. It's almost like the whole thing is the gardens are almost a canopy of webbing that once you break through, you suspect it's not solid underneath there.
I mean, we could always try being sneaky, and if it doesn't work, we fight them anyway.
So we could go really slowly, and I could continually use my cantrip Mold Earth to kind of flatten the path a bit around it.
I mean, that's a cool use of the spell.
And this is the shortest way up the mountain this way too.
Well, I'm just saying around the garden, and then we're not dealing with the spider. We're going around it. It was kind of steep, but if I change the earth where it's a little flatter where we're walking.
So you mold Earth 5 feet at a time. Does it retain that shape after you mold it?
Let me hop on D&D Beyond.
I'm looking.
I think
You manipulate it. If it's loose, you instantly excavate it. So
Lasts
If
for
you-
an hour.
if you cast the spell multiple times, you can have no more than 2 non-instantaneous effects active at any time. Well, which would be the shape color. Okay, shaping.
So you can't like make difficult terrain in a huge region all at once, which makes
Right. Well, you're right. You can't like if you have a you can only do basically 10 continuous feet at a time.
I can get 2 or 3 at a time, and we can do the path a couple times.
Yeah, but the loose
Oh.
earth thing is instantaneous, so
yeah, it's the shovel
Excavate and
part.
move it. Yeah.
You can do as an action shovel a 5-foot cube of dirt somewhere else.
Excavate it.
also I would argue
Yeah.
that
Okay.
as a relatively new player, that was a pretty creative thing that he just
No,
came up with.
no,
I've
I think so
never
too.
heard of before.
Yeah, I'm trying to find an excuse to let it happen. Let's do it. Sounds good. Absolutely. I will ask you all to make a single stealth check as you go past, because you're. How far away are you going to do it? I guess is the question. How far? Much for like a good 20 feet or more, or sort of adjacent? Because you've got some wiggle room.
As far as it seems safe, sorry, the image is kind of hard to see.
No, well, it's
Yeah.
think of it mentally, a number of feet
Well-
from the garden. How far from the garden you want to be?
Well, I mean, if we're not interested in going through the garden now, I would say
Yeah.
25, 30, as long as it's still feasible. Yeah.
All right.
I mean,
Make it make
Well,
it work
I mean-
without falling off the edge. Yeah.
yeah, realistically, if I'm looking at this map of what I'm seeing, with the boxes being only 5 feet, it looks like we have to be within 10 feet of the garden.
Well, I mean, you could be
Or the
down
ground.
lower. You could be down lower. You could be a
Yeah.
good 20 feet away. Yeah, I mean, you could be roughly and make your way around. All right, yeah. So everybody, give me that one. Give me one stealth check. Just, the distance from the garden is going to determine how difficult it is. Group check.
I rolled the wrong thing. Hang on. Oh, yeah. Never mind. I have armor.
So I got a 5 and Thunder Thump got a 3.
Yep.
Thunder Thump's killing us here.
Yeah.
He is a robotic kangaroo. That does track.
All right. So, yeah, I mean, okay. So, how do I get a? All right, let me. Okay, hillside. Let me see what I've got in my repertoire of battle maps, because there's about to be one on the hillside. So everyone go ahead and roll for initiative while I, worst case, I can draw it on a neutral. I think I might have a map. Well, I really appreciate the creativity you guys have got going on tonight. And I tell my players, I love the idea of the rule of cool. And, my worry always is replacing an actual rule with rule of cool. But so I actually do enjoy being challenged in that regard. Sometimes you just have to kind of talk me into it a little. Okay, let's use this map.
My favorite one of throwing Bob for a loop was in the Dragon Heist campaign. We got a paper bird and we were looking for somebody, and I asked if I could tie a string to one end and use it as like a guiding rod to find the person that we were sending the message to. And the
Right
answer
on.
was no, but inspiration for trying.
Right. I think today I would probably, because it's, the more I've done this professionally, the longer I do this professionally, the more I'm trying to be a yes and or a yes but DM. And so, I'm getting there. I'm not there all the way yet. I think today there would have been a better way to do that other than just DM inspiration. But that's a great example, though, of what I'm talking about. All right. So here's what we're going to do. I shared the map, and let me throw you guys, excuse me, on there. And this won't necessarily exactly match the above battle map, but we're gonna have some fun with it here. So let's get all right, there are the gardens. And that's where the spiders will be coming from. You are, and we'll move van to just be your full, so everybody's 20, at least 20 feet away. You're 20 feet from. I'm going to say Gimbal obviously has to be up front, so let's actually put Gimbal there so he can excavate. And everybody else be behind Gimbal. We'll assume that this is the line that you've been excavating, that you're headed actually this direction. Gimbal at the front. Go ahead and arrange yourselves. I'm assuming single file.
I think
And
you
then,
need to let us
yep,
move.
I need to unlock. Yep, there you go. I'm assuming you'll be single file. And then tell me where you want Elric to be.
You know where I want Elric to be.
I mean, apart from in the ground.
All the way in the back. All the way in the back.
All the way in the back where he can get eaten by spiders.
No, where he'll be safe. He's our patron, and we don't want him, you know.
All right, so your path this is your path. So everybody needs to be single file on, oh, actually, I'll put it on gimbal. Single file on that path is what I'm looking at. So if Elric is at the back, he's going to be like back here.
Are we saying in front of me is difficult terrain since I haven't excavated it yet?
Correct. So Van and Thunderbolt and Lunala get somewhere in that line while I get the
Morticia will
spiders
move
going.
back if she needs to.
I guess I
other
was
people want to be in front.
By single file, you mean on that single diagonal, right? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, I mean, right? You're doing a square at a time, right? Five foot at a time.
Well, I was imagining if it's that or the lightning bolt kind of style 5 foot where you know what I mean.
Yeah, but it's not. It's I mean,
Alright.
because then you're squeezing, because it is literally only 5 foot wide total, whereas lightning bolt goes out 5. Yeah, you know what I mean. All right, and then yeah, did we get initiative? Everybody did initiative, and let's get these guys going. Where is he? There he is. No. There we are. Sorry. All right, and let's get a little bit of ambient. Right about here. All right, here they go. All right, so Giant Spider 2 is first. And Elric will move up to Morticia. Van, I don't know how far behind you want to be. It's your call. Spider 2 will climb. And so, yeah, there's that for now. There's elevation. So, let's say it's kind of like this. Let's give you. That's what's been excavated. Outside of that box, you'll have to climb. You'll be climbing one direction or the other. So you will move. And he will make. Actually, he won't move quite all that far. He'll just sort of come out. And so he's going to be up like about 10 feet from where you guys are at. And he will shoot Gimbal with a web. And miss. All right. What's Omen doing?
Sorry, I was looking up rules on help action for familiars. Can it like fly by that one? Does it give disadvantage on the next attack towards it, or how precisely does that work? I don't normally. It's familiar. I apologize.
Yeah, it
Yep.
can fly by the spider, and you take the help action on the spider, which grants advantage on the next attack on the spider.
Yes, I
Yep.
would like to
All right.
do that. Fly.
All right.
by.
And I just dropped it on him.
Awesome.
All right. Go ahead and pass Lunala. You'll be up.
I have a very poor sense of the terrain here. So what is the green square?
That's the gardens.
That's the garden that was behind the barracks.
It still is behind the barracks, but yes.
Uh,
I'm just messing with you. Yeah, absolutely.
and where are we going? We're going down.
You are
We're-
going that direction. Gimbal is leading you because Gimbal is casting Mold Earth. You are going that direction, trying to sneak past the gardens.
Okay.
That's your goal.
So, is there a point at which we will have achieved our goal? Like, is there a cutoff? Like,
Well,
does there exist a line over here that, like, once we pass that, we're good?
not really, because you'll have to go back up because you're not on an actual path. You're making your own. But the idea was to go down a bit, go past the garden, and then come around on the other side of the garden, which, if they didn't see you, would be not a problem, but you've been noticed.
Kill the spider. My vote.
So kill the spider, you said? I can do that. So this is just difficult terrain outside of this box.
It's climbing. Yeah, so you're climbing outside of that box because you're on a hill, right? He's making it flat, but you're on a hill.
Can I attack normally? Or am I,
If you have the ability to attack while you're climbing normally, the same rules apply. If you're scaling a building while you're attacking, like what is the actual rule there while you're climbing?
I'm not sure. Is there
I don't-
is there is there a flat place outside of this box we're in?
Yes, in the garden or another 30 feet down that way at the walls.
Okay, and the garden is covered in webs.
Yes.
Okay, I'm just gonna sort of see what happens here, and I'll just shoot a firebolt at the spider.
All right.
I have advantage because of something I forgot.
Yep, it should be on there from the owl. Yeah.
And
Oh, cool.
oh, big money there. And that'll, yeah, Thunder Thump should go after me, but at your leisure, you can bump him up,
Yep.
and he'll just stay put and dodge. Yeah.
All right. All right. Actually, we're gonna put you at. There we go. All right. So Elric will cast a spell. I'm getting pretty good at this. Because yells out, "Don't worry, Lunala, I got him for you." Fighter 7 will have to dash to get all the way out, but then he will actually all the way up with his dash. He is technically like 5 feet elevated, I guess. Newark Blood Rager. Morticia.
Well, I was gonna do a thing, and then there's a giant spider next to me, so that changes. What do I have prepared? I have. You technically have. No, I'm gonna be smart about this. Okay, so first, as my bonus action, I am going to do my Eladrin step. On here's where the face step here. Check one of those off, which I can go 5, 10. Can I be like there? I know it's difficult terrain. It's kind of like back away from these guys a little bit, if that makes sense. Does that work, or is that like too
Yep,
precarious
you
of a
can.
thing?
I think the right. So the premise, right? Climbing. It's coming back to me now. So the premise is, if you're fighting while climbing, if it's a steep enough incline, which this is, you need at least one hand to hold to keep yourself from falling off where you're at.
Okay.
And the official ruling is DM discretion about how climbing works. If it's difficult at all, DM discretion is so yes. So you need at least one hand free to hold yourself in place, but then you can do other things, and you're not considered squeezing or anything like that.
But you would want both hands for. If she's a bard and she's trying to play an instrument and hold on to something, that seems unlikely.
She can sing. She can sing. Your spellcasting focus can be activated with a single hand. Maybe it's
Even with a shield? Because my thing was like she
No.
has a shield and she like beats the weapon with the shield like mechanically, but I think in this situation that's too difficult.
All right. Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, I'll leave that to you.
As an
Okay.
action, you can take the shield off.
Let's take an action to off a shield, but you could, yeah.
But I lose 2 AC, so well, I'm just gonna go backwards a little bit for the purposes of the fight.
All right.
But that does. Hang on. Well, there we go. This thing. That will let me. I'm gonna try. That does the fear effect. We'll see if that works. That does not work. That's okay. It was worth a shot. No,
Yes,
she's
it
not
was.
next to the scary spider. And then she is going to cast, because it wasn't on my sheet before, but now it is. We are going to cast. What? Should I do that now? No. We'll do Bane. Bane is up to 3. But I'll just do it up to 2. And that. Excellent.
All right. Yeah, look at that.
All right. And that is. Oh, she's. Gimbal.
All right. Better.
All right, I'm gonna cast Scorching Ray. at second level. Oh, right. This is the one that I have to click 3 times. So 1. Why
Oh,
did
looks like you've got yourself targeted as well. I'll untarget you. There you
Oh,
go.
thank you. I was like, why did it do that? Okay, so
You're good.
I don't quite know what happened. Okay, so I hit
Yep.
the giant spider. All right, 1 and then 2, 3.
All right. So if you do your damage right now, it'll do the crit for that one.
All right, that's a
Fantasy
crit.
Ground should know it. Yep. And then you got 2 more.
2 more. All right. Well, I guess I don't have to do the 3rd, but for good measure. All right. And then, yep, that's my turn.
All right. Nothing going on there yet. All right. So you see another spider poke its head out over here, see the dead one, and then immediately go back into the webs. Man.
Okay, I'll use the planar warrior and the vicious longbow. And this one right here.
All right.
Miss. And you say, is it difficult terrain if I try to climb up going this way?
It's difficult terrain. It's because you're climbing, and also you need a free hand. So, like, if you're on the wall, you can't shoot your bow because it's a 2-handed weapon.
All right, I'll just back up a bit.
All right.
And that's it.
All right. All right. Spider 9 is just gonna not come out. Boomer.
And I will attack this.
Vengeance.
I'm done.
All right. Oh, Orc 27 no longer there. All right. What's Omen doing? Anything?
Sorry. We'll do fly by this guy. Give whoever hits that spider next advantage.
All right.
I do like going after Omen.
Right.
I will hit that thing with a booming blade. And Omen's turn was never passed, but I will
I got
also
it.
pass.
All right. Elric. Boy, that was a close one. We're going to stay in initiative for a second, though. Morticia.
So I, as a character, see an unidentified thing there. My character does not, correct?
You see what that? Yeah, you see movement.
Okay.
Oh, I guess I did put them on the map, didn't I? I meant
If I'm not supposed to see it, I'll roll with it.
There's an
I'm trying to figure out what my
unidentified
character-
creature
There's movement
wandering
back-
around.
There is movement back there. There's movement behind, yes, right at the edge there. And it is medium-sized movement.
I see some medium-sized movement over there.
It's the size of the shadows, right?
I think. You said these are gardens, right?
Yes, that is a garden. That is gardens.
Is it fair for her to be able to cast an area of effect spell over the general area where she saw the move?
Yeah, if you don't, absolutely. As long as it doesn't require you to see the point. That's depends on what spell it is, but probably you're good.
It's centered on a point within range. It says
A point within range, you're good. Yep.
Okay. Then she will cast.
What's the area, and I'll draw it.
It is a 10-foot radius sphere.
All right,
Um,
and
On
Tell me where-
whatever,
would you want it
whatever
about
spot I saw
there?
the movement. Whatever spot I saw the movement. Is that good
Centered
for the
on-
creature?
Centered on the movement. All right.
Yeah, just centered on the
right.
movement area.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and since they're not visible to you, I'm going to target both of the creatures that are in that area.
Oh.
All right. They both made it.
All right.
All right.
All any non-magical vegetation in the area withers. I don't know if that makes it easier to see.
I'm going to say it causes some of the web to fall because it's got to be attached to things. It all withers. That's great. Because you see, when it withers, you see a creature, medium sized, and you see another spider back there too. Creature looks like that. Now those spiders are not to scale with the giant spiders by any means. He is medium. So
It's like
Yeah.
a spider chicken.
it's like a spider chicken. That's exactly what it is. The spider chicken, the ultimate spider chicken.
Factory farmed.
I apologize. That was
Organic. Organically grown. Grain fed.
If I can. No, she'll just, she will hold off for now, point out, look at that thing over there. Look at the spider chicken. And her.
All right. Gimbal, you can see it now. And you can see the other guy back there too. Did I make him visible?
No.
And you can't see past those guys, but you can definitely see those.
So that's going to be a 30-foot. It's not... it might reach him, but I don't think it's worth it.
You'll get the big guy for sure.
Yeah.
The main...
The unidentified.
The
Yeah,
chicken,
Medium-sized
spider
big
chicken.
guy.
Yep.
medium-sized spider chicken.
I was just debating whether it was worth a second level spell. I am going to... So... The webs are still there. They just kind of went down so you can see a little better.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. I'm gonna...
They fell to the ground basically in that area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to cast Create Bonfire on our new guy.
Okay. New little friend.
Oh, that's the wrong one. And of course, I'm going to toss this on him. And then I guess the webs in that area are burning or burnt. So.
Yep.
All right. And then I will pass.
All right. The Spider Master will come down a little bit away out of the bonfire. And he will cast a spell.
Does Gimbal counter spell?
Do I know what the spell is first, or do I not know?
You can use your reaction to make an Arcana check to identify a spell being cast.
All right.
But then you're out of a reaction. You can't
But then I can't.
counterspell. Yeah, that's
Oh,
the
so
stickler. You can
Oh.
either know what it is or you can counter it. Basically,
I can't
is the
do
choice
both.
that's the choice that the designers gave us.
all
Or you
right.
cannot roll the Arcana check and then find out immediately what the spell is. Anyway.
Oh yeah, exactly.
I don't know why we
You
bother.
can do neither, and you'll know what it is right away.
We're all in pretty good health. I'm gonna hold off on that.
Okay. All right. In that case,
Cast Earthquake.
no. But Earthquake, that's an awesome spell. It's a pain in the ass to do on a map, though. No, he's casting Spike Growth. Yep, that's less than half his square. Spike Growth. Areas difficult terrain. When you move into or within, you're going to take some damage for every 5 feet you travel. And then he's going to mosey on over to about there. I guess he's technically about 10 feet up the ledge from you. Spider 39. Boss says I got to. Dash. Man.
Yeah, vicious longbow on the Spider Master guy.
Yep.
There it is. Um, 16 on the first one.
That'll hit.
That'll hit. Okay, is that spike growth still up?
It
2
is.
concentration checks.
Oh, yeah. Did it not? Yep. Thank you. Oh, I didn't drop it on this way. Saves, not checks. Yeah. No, absolutely not.
A concentration check is a Constitution
We
save.
shouldn't say Constitution. Yeah, exactly. I know.
All right.
I wonder if they'll adjust that wording for 2024. Let's see. Club Boomer. Well, not like that.
Not like that. I'm done.
You had pretty good vengeance on that first one, though.
That
It
first
evens
one,
out.
Okay, the other spiders, I had them invisible, so they weren't showing up, but they're going to dash back out, make them visible, and then we'll continue with Omen's turn.
Which one is? This one seems like the most dangerous, so we'll go over there and give whoever hits the scary boss or the spider chicken.
Right.
Whoever hits the spider chicken next will have advantage. Oh, what about that? Oh, I'm sorry.
Lunala.
All right, I'll firebolt the spider chicken.
Do I need to do something on my turn to apply that disadvantage, or is that a DM thing?
I'll just
So
hit advantage.
yeah, actually, for now you hit advantage. So yes, what you can do if you go to the on your actions tab under basic action up toward the top, there is you have three for help. You've got three different buttons, and you want the one that says grant advantage attack. You can drop that on a target.
Perfect, thank you.
Yeah. All right, Thunder Thump, Elric. You get away from my friends. Casting Burning Hands.
Have we met Elric's friends?
In fairness, he's been doing decent this round. He hasn't tried to kill us today.
Yeah, he hasn't
Or
blown
dish that.
anything up.
Well, I have apparently. It's my proficient, so I can face up again and so bonus action. About there, probably won't work. We will try again. There it is. See if it thinks I'm scary. It does not think I'm scary. I am not the scariest thing here. That's okay. I accept that. But I can see three things, and the other two things I cast Bane on are both dead, right? Pretty sure.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, the two blood spots, those were both baned.
Okay. Well, target correctly. See what we get.
Nice.
Yes, yes, we like this. Yes, we do. We're gonna say put there and let Bane do the work.
Gimbal.
I am going to be doing Rhymes Binding Ice.
No.
I can target the Spider Master, Giant Spider 9. I don't know if there's anybody in like the edge
Nope.
of that. Okay.
Nope. That edge is all visible, but all your opponents are visible now.
All right. Then it's just those two. I hopefully am not targeting myself. I am not. So we roll that. They both, the one isn't bound, but they both are going to take some damage.
Yep.
Will it give the half damage on the roll? It should.
It knows. It knows. Yep.
Okay.
And it knows also only to apply the effect when it has failed.
Okay. And then because I didn't do the spell thing, I think I have to apply the effect on that one. All right, and then that is my turn. Mark my spells.
Spider Master. Cast a spell.
I'm gonna let it go.
All right. gimbal. And then he's gonna nope out.
Bye.
Spider 39 is gonna nope out. Cliff, you got or Boomer, you got an attack if you want it.
Wow.
All right, Van.
Okay, I can still
Yes.
see the Spider Master, correct?
Yeah, he's up in the webs now.
But I can't. Can or can't?
Cannot. He is now up in the webs.
All right. Planar Warrior then on this one. It's 40 feet away, so I can't use. I think that's 30 feet distance.
You can move up.
So
You can move to within 30 feet.
that'll work. Yep. So I'll go ahead and use that. Vicious Longbow. All right. So now I gotta hit the Planar Warrior's little things. Hold on. All right, one more. Hit. All right, that's it.
All right. Spider 9 will run, and unless you all.
He's frozen.
Oh, all right. Well, boy. Boomer.
I'm gonna just hold tight. I can't get to any of these things, so
All
I have
right.
no range.
All right. 15 is running. Omen.
Can Omen just sort of fly up? I am basically trying to know if like they're just sort of hanging out in their little garden, or are they like running back to the barracks to like
Sure.
get more people? Like,
Yeah, you don't see anything coming out of the other end of the garden for sure.
okay, that'll be his turn. Looks
All
like
right.
these guys are on the run.
Manala.
Sorry.
Yeah, just while we're standing here, I'll firebolt this guy.
All right, Elric says, I got him. Aw, nuts. Morticia.
Ooh, I think we'll do can't about it. Do a vicious mark about it. Listen.
Your mom looks like a chicken.
That's right. I gotta consistently insult them.
All right. Unless you're going to chase those others into the garden.
We don't feel like climbing.
Lunala, at your feet, you see, laying on the ground.
The body of a wild magic sorcerer.
Perhaps it had fallen. Perhaps it had fallen. The Ettercap and rolled down the hill, and you didn't see it in the course of the battle, or perhaps it just appeared. but there is a card at your feet.
Is it a deck of many things? I don't want it.
It's a single card, the same backs as everybody else.
Is it cool?
You gotta
Back's
pick it
pretty
up.
cool looking. Back's really cool looking. It's not a deck of many things. I
Thunder Thumb picks it up and hands it to me.
all right, Thunder Thump looking at it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Uriali. All right, Thunder Thump now. While in possession of this card, gains the following legendary action. One creature the villain can see, one creature you can see within 15 feet must succeed on a DC 13 con save or be petrified until the end of the next turn. Once the creature has been petrified, it has advantages. Has advantage on saving throws against this effect until the following dawn. Can be used. Oh no, that's not my. That's my old note. That's the 4E version. That recharges on a short rest.
So it's a 1-turn petrification.
Yep, 1 turn petrification for an action on a short rest.
All right. And it was a DC what?
13 con.
Or be petrified until the end of its next turn?
Yep. I will put it in the Discord because really good way because I know you putting things in your D&D Beyond anyway.
Deck of horrors, you say?
There you go. All right. In the Discord chat for you. All right, guys. Good spot.
Was it?
Of all the different possibilities, Mold Earth working your way around the garden is not something I expected. Like I thought you got to go through the garden or maybe you're going to scale up the side of the mountain. This was that was fun. That was challenging to me as a DM. I like that. Tony, I know that the map situation, I get it. It's
I thought I
you did
rolled with
very
it
well.
pretty well.
You did very well. You were very flexible. I'm proud of you.
Firebolt. Okay.
That's right.
I'm not gonna run out there and start.
Nope. I
What
thought
can I do with a one-handed greatsword?
Right.
I take
Exactly. See, that's why you
butt
got
of
at least have a long sword, right? So that if push comes to shove, you have to
I
attack.
can have a rapier, but
See, there you go. All right, everybody. Have a great week. Appreciate you all.
right. Thank you.
Fun killing the
night.
gardens with Wither and Bloom. That was a fun.
That was good too. That was really good too. See you guys.
Fun.
All right,
Awesome.
have a good
See you
night.
guys.
Good night.